Hello everyone and welcome back. We're here for the third episode of Raiders of the Serpent Sea. And I'm going to play the starting monologue and then we will be off. Pick a life on the snow fields of the high north over one spent upon the Fang sands. Indeed, at least in the high north you expect snow. Snow and more snow. Yet there in that desert volcanic rock, the wind will scour your flesh, the heat will bake and crack your bones, and insult to injury, it still snows there anyways. So yes, I've worn out more than a few pairs of boots in those lands. But I'm too old. Never again shall I set foot there, at least not willingly. Otis the Historian. Last time on Raiders of the Serpent Sea, our party made their way through the rest of the mysterious tower at Keckle, finding a little girl and some odd items, including a silvered, severed head in a box. They then regrouped with Harulf, who was under attack and badly injured by wicker constructs of some sort, but with the help of the party he survived. They then left the tower, only then to find that their longboats had been torched by what looked to be members of the War clan. Surviving the attack, they then built a pyre for their fallen comrades, and some of them saw imagery of Valkyries taking the dead away from the fire. After that, as the fires dimmed and the party were preparing to rest, the flames erupted once more. A face formed in the flames, that of a man. He appeared to be frustrated, but not angry, and he tried to speak, yet his mouth did not move. His head turned and shaked, and then he looked back at each of the party before settling on Seether. His eyes widened and his mouth crooked upwards into a smile. Then the fire exploded once more, a brilliant blaze soaring at least 10 feet into the air. A kaleidoscope of colours erupted, and a brief scene was splashed across this fiery canvas. A great ship sitting beneath a sky with no stars, an upside-down tower rising from a field of lava, and then a massive serpent rising. And then with a whoosh, the fire was extinguished once more, moments ago. Alright everyone, so yeah, we are back here in the moments as you guys have just been witnessing all of that go down. The fire has been dimmed back down, and those that are around the campfire are looking around at each other as that was all sort of going on. You are not far as before from the tower originally. But yeah, in these moments, and you've just had that vision, what would you guys like to be up to?
Where's the head that we took from the tower?
I believe that was with you last you looked on that one, Zisa. I believe you were the last person in charge of that particular item. So and yes, it would still be on your belt or in your grasp, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Did it react? Did it change at all when we saw its fiery double?
As far as you can see, no. It seems to be exactly the same as previous on that one. It hasn't moved, hasn't changed. Still a silver visage of a person. Not much more than that going on in the moments. And you're not seeing anything to do with that has changed in any way as you're looking around.
And I try something. Zisa's gonna set it down in front of her while whatever else is happening around her with everyone else. And she's gonna try to cast message to it.
Oh, okay, fair enough. You try and cast message in the moment. What are you trying to say?
Are you the being that was in the fire that we saw just now? Are you trapped inside of this construct, or is this your actual head cased in some sort of metal?
In the moments as you do all of that, just nothing but silence sort of comes back to you, Zisa, as you're looking down. However, what I will give you, definitely the visage of that you're looking down on this face right now is exactly the same as the image that you saw moments before in the fire, if that makes sense.
Okay, I think Zeus is gonna just kind of contemplate the head while the group does whatever they're doing. She'll pop in when she sees fit, but this is like her focus as of right now.
No problem on that one. Rolf is sort of looking on at all of that, and he's like, Did everyone else see that, or was that just me? And then he's sort of looking down at his mead slightly that he's got in the drinking horn.
What did you put in that meat, Rolf?
I thought it was good stuff, but not strong enough to make me see visions. Did you see visions? Tell me you saw visions. He's looking at you like Baldor, like he wants you to...
I mean, I think we all did, right?
Yeah, without looking up, Zisa will say, yes, there were 3 winged women who came and collected the souls of the dead. And then we saw the visage of this head in the flames. It seemed as if it wanted to speak but couldn't because its lips were bound, and it took us in each in turn and then focused on the child for longer. Do you know who this is? And Zisa will hold the head up to see if the kid reacts.
The kid will sort of look around as you do and sort of say, "No, I'm sorry. No, it's a very strange looking head, but no, I don't know. He was staring at me, wasn't he?" And she sort of looks a little bit confused in the moments.
Perhaps we should throw the head in the fire. It wasn't the fire before. Perhaps you should put it in there. All 4?
The silence.
And he puts his hand up.
I think you look round at a fair bit of silence as that is all going on in the moment. You don't go against omens. That's that I'm not keen on that one. Hrolf sort of says as the moments go by. I don't know if it bodes well or ill, but it certainly seems like we're getting interest from magic and magic users, and I've never been overly comfortable around any of that sort of thing, but as he sort of slowly side eyes Zisa for a moment, but I'm going to take it as a sign that we need to do something with the child. I think we have to take her with us, see what we can, what the Volve can find out. She must be important for some reason. And the kid is sort of is taking it in as this is going on, but not fully understanding why. But it's a very strange times as this is going on. As this is all going on, do you think Blythe would be making his way back, Jamie, at some point during all of this, or what's he been off doing?
I tell you what he's been doing, James.
Mm-hmm.
He's been gathering all he can around him. Just trying to keep himself busy.
Right, fair enough. So he's beginning...
Is there something we can do to...
There is definitely something we can do. We can see if we can give the gathering a shot. So I'm going to see if I can roll it for you. Or, no, you're okay. You can actually give it a shot. You can. We are currently in coastal area, so you can do a check and do a roll on there and see what you can come up with and see how it works. Touch wood. On that one.
Can I have advantage because it's the first time we've ever done it?
Sure. I'll be benevolent, DM. Go on, give it another shot. 17. I'm not sure if that was quite... I believe that was above the DC. So yes, there you go. Finding some gillyweed around on the shores. So yes, you've been able to do a little bit of harvesting as that's all going on. As he's sort of coming back with some plants in hand, he's probably back to the campfires as this is happening. Is there anything anyone else is up to before we basically pass into the night and do the long rest for the next part, if that makes sense? Is there anyone else need anything?
I don't know.
No. Okay.
No. I would like to ritually cast detect magic and see if the feather that I picked up at the end of the last game is magical.
Fair enough, no problem. Yeah, you spend the time doing 10 minutes of that as this is going on. It gives off. I'll give you that. It gives off a faint magical energy, but not a lot, if that makes sense. Not enough to be considered an item or something stronger, if that makes sense. But there is some residual. I'll give you that.
Like it was maybe attached to something that was magical. Recently.
Correct. Yeah, I will put it in the. Yeah, we can definitely put it in those terms to make it make sense from that one. But yes, you can definitely tell there was something about it on that front. But yeah, it seems to be far more inert now than it may have been. Is probably the best way of putting it.
Okay.
Frida will, after the funeral, she'll say a prayer to a god, and before we all go to bed, she would divine sense to see if there's anything close to us that could pose a threat to us before we go to sleep. Or anything good. Yeah, that would be nice as well.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, detect good and evil at the moment. There is nothing extra going on at the moment. The ground's not giving off anything on that front, and I don't think any of your comrades give off anything on that front, as far as you can tell. Probably the key ones for you, the child and Herolf don't. I'll certainly give you. They're not giving. They're not hitting your senses or anything on that front as this is going on. So yeah, the area around you seems okay as this is going on. Is anyone going to go on watches or anything overnight, or is it just going to be try and sleep through?
I will offer to take a watch. Were we able to save some meat from like the burning ships,
Absolutely.
Or not at all?
Yeah, a little bit of mead was saved, enough for a few drinking horns. That's certainly.
I specifically asked you to help me unload the things that weren't burnt, so I'm guessing Baldor probably prioritized it.
That's probably a fair comment.
In that case, I will offer to take the first watch, and I might slip myself like a drink or two, or
a decent drink or two.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So yeah, there's an offer of that. And anyone going to take a second watch as the evening was going on?
Frida can.
Okay, no worries.
Zisa can take a third watch.
No problem. Okay. So yeah, Baldor, yeah, you will be first of the evening to actually be able to do your one. So yeah, if you can roll me a d12, please, and see how that goes during your watch. Okay, fair enough. I think you have a pleasant buzz from how much do you think he drinks? There's probably about three or four horns worth of mead left, if that makes sense from what's been saved.
Like maybe 2.
Okay, so half the rations.
Not everything, because that would be difficult to deny. But like with 2, you could be saying like, oh no, we all drank like more than we thought yesterday, and enough so it doesn't so it's not extremely obvious.
Okay, fair enough. So he drinks half the mead instead of all. It's
obvious when he wakes up, Frida, that he stinks of ale.
I'm certainly think the only person that probably would pick it up would probably be Frida. We'll make a perception check. Let's see how good Frida is in the moment.
He is, because he wakes up Router instead.
He's like, Frida, wake
up!
You know it's gone wrong if that becomes the thing.
That's probably not good. I have -1. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. No. He goes unawares on that one. So Baldor, yeah, you pull it off as you settle down to sleep and do that part there. Frida, it's going to be your turn.
I will still take second watch if I'm the one being woken up.
Fair enough. I think Frida and Rauder have both been both roused in for the second watch. As that's
I
going
think
on.
I went to wake up Frida, but then accidentally stepped on like Rauder's hand or something.
Yeah, fair enough. I like it. I like it. So yes, yeah, you definitely do a bit of that. That's definitely no problems on that one. And then basically, yeah, you can give me the roll as well and see how that's going to go on that one.
7.
Okay, no problem. So yeah, the time will pass pretty well on that one as this is all going on. But what we do need to cover is at this point, Blythe. You are sleeping.
Oh yeah, I need to roll my terrible dice.
You can roll your terrible die. Yes, please. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what's good and bad.
That's all right. That's all right. No worries. I know. So as this is going on, I mean, you dream pretty much every night, but we're going to be going to your dreams for now, as this is going on.
Oh God.
Right.
And
That looks delightful.
it does look very delightful. So yeah, Blythe, you stand on what can only be described as a field of lava, looking out across active volcanoes. This is a scene you have seen a few times in your dreams. Or your nightmares, which is pretty much what everything always is with this guy. As you're looking around, you can see, as usual, there are some of the ravens hanging around, perched up on different spots on either side, clucking and cawing at things and looking around, looking at you, looking around at the scenario and the scenery. As always, the same sort of layout as before. The only difference this time is the purple mist that seems to be rising from the floor. That's new. You don't normally see that. And it seems to be sort of writhing its way around the ground as this is all going on, moving around your legs, round off to one side, making its way towards some of the ravens as this is all going on. Do you do anything as this is sort of happening? Or do you let it play out?
It's a lot to take. I guess
I know
the
it's a
only
lot
thing
to
I can do. The only thing I can do is let it play out. Like, I've been in this dream many times.
You've seen this vision. You've seen the ravens before. The only thing different right now is the purple mist. But yeah, you see it sort of wind its way like a snake almost. This mist making its way towards some of the ravens. It climbs over, sort of makes its way up next to one of them. And then you just sort of watch as one of the ravens sort of and starts to wither and die in the moment.
Does it seem what's the word? Like not solid. I know it's mist, but is it?
Is there more to it?
Is it something I can attack? That's what I'll try to do.
Yeah, you can definitely try and attack it, but make a perception check.
It's going after the ravens. Like they're the only things I've talked to in like 600 years. Not really 600 years.
No, but yeah, in your family's history, yeah, the ravens have always been there. So yeah, as it's you see the first one die. You make an attack roll at the mist as this goes.
I mean, I rolled a 4, so I mean that seems right.
As your sort of blade goes harmlessly through the mist as this is all sort of going on, and
I say, "Lie, you fools!"
And they sort of seem to be watching, and 3 or 4 of them start to fly up as you do say that. As the last one again sort of seems to get caught by this mist, and this time it looks like almost like a hand is sort of wrapping itself around the raven. And you watch as another one starts to wither and die in the moments as this is going on.
But it's not affecting me. But
it's not grabbing you at the moment. No, it's just literally seems to be going for ravens. And make a perception check as this is all going on.
Perception. 22.
You, for the faintest moment, you swear that you heard like a laugh on the wind as it was killing the raven. As just briefly as another one sort of dies in the second. The mist then sort of starts to swirl round and back, and I'll give you that it almost looks like a figure for a moment made of purple mist, and you swear there are white eyes staring back at you in the moments, and then
Does that mean anything to me?
Not in the moment, no. But then
nothing on our family law is what I'm kind of.
No, nothing like that is coming on. But yeah, you just hear someone or something say, "I can see you. Can you see me?" And then it sort of blackens in the moment, and then we will leave that one. Yes.
And I see. I guess this is like the crossover, is it? Like
that moment you startle and you see your comrades sort of in the around the campfire, just briefly for a moment. Two of them are sort of are on watch as this is going on.
I look around and I see that Arwen is snuggled up to the girl instead of myself.
Yes. Your emotional support animal. Right. It seems to be doing other things. Yes.
No, he knows that she's white. It's obviously she's younger and needs it. I don't.
Fair enough. But yeah. There's sort of a bit of a cold sweat in the moment as that sort of passes on. And then we have the last watch. Who is waking up for the last watch when the changeover happens? Me. Okay, Zisa, you awake and take over from the last two as this is all going on. Is there anything going on with you as you're taking watch?
I would like to feed.
Okay, fair enough. And so in the moment then, as this is all going on. Who do you pick as your target?
I know that, Conrad knows that Blythe is actively dreaming, but can I maybe roll just a general insight to see if anybody is obviously like active while they are asleep? Because otherwise I know who I would want, but if anybody seems more...
Yeah, you can make a perception check in the moments and we'll see what you can pick up.
Oh, would it be more insight or perception?
Well, yeah, we'll go. You can make an argument for both. So whichever one works for you.
I mean, in either one, I think I have a 0 in both, so it doesn't matter.
Well,
I'm just gonna go insight. So
no worries.
12.
Okay, with a 12, yeah, you do think that a few people are dreaming at the moment. Blythe is not one of them. He seems like whatever was going on with him. But definitely you do think that Baldor is dreaming, and you also think that the little one seems to be dreaming as well at the moment.
Okay. I am going to feed from the child if I can.
No problem. So yeah, you how does it sort of flavor-wise play out as you go make your way over to feed from the child?
I would probably need to stealth up because she's right next to the dog.
Yeah, very fair.
I do not want to disturb the dog.
Okay.
So I feel like since we've met the girl, Irene is very protective.
Exactly.
So let's do this.
Let's do it. Yeah. You got to beat its passive. Let's see how you're gonna do.
Oh, his passive's 24 as well. Get it?
Oh, wow.
maybe later in the campaign it'll be a 24. But yes, for now, yeah, you make your stealthy way over. The snout of the wolf doesn't seem to move or recognize in the moments that something is going on as you make your way over.
Nope. And the way Zisa does this is she is doing a lap around the campfire, keeping an eye out, keeping watch like she's supposed to. And after she has done this enough times to guarantee that everybody is asleep, as soon as she comes to the child, she whirls around and sits cross-legged in complete silence near the child's head. and she's going to put the tips of her fingers together against her temples, and then she's going to start rubbing in a circular motion, and then she's going to take her right hand down and do the same thing mirrored on the girl's temple. And as she does this, she's going to slowly lift her hand away, and as she does, the girl kind of, her chest lifts up and her neck goes back a little and her mouth opens ever so slightly, and a mist comes out of it, almost like a white orb comes out. And then as soon as Zisa sees that, her left hand that's been rubbing her temple is going to snatch it just very quickly and then put it directly in her mouth.
It tastes very good, very delicious in the moments. Absolutely.
And
yes.
Nobody's awake to see it, but she smiles, and it's a very genuine, big, satisfied smile that nobody, including Hrolf, has ever seen. Then she just gets up and goes back to looking, making sure everything's okay.
Fair enough. So yes, as that's going on, the dreams from one changed or taken, the dreams of another we need to deal with. We need to deal with Baldor. So, Baldor, you appear to be dreaming as well. And for you, it's very, very different. You are in a very cold space, looking at the strangest Viking structure that you've probably seen in a while. And you're also wondering, how much of that mead did you drink in the moments as this is all going on? You're also seeing a man literally at the entrance to the building, and he seems to be cross-legged and meditating or asleep.
So probably not knowing how I got here, I'm probably like shivering, trying to keep myself warm. And Baldor would step up and yell at the man who's sitting there. Hey, you, old guy. Is there a way I can get some, like, I don't know, food and drink here? Maybe someplace to sleep, get warm? I don't quite seem to know how I got here, but it might be useful.
Fair enough. He takes a few moments and slowly but surely sort of shakes himself out of a meditation and sort of stands up, and he says, he looks around at you and he goes, hello. Can you see me now?
I mean, I have eyes. I can see you. Yes.
And you can hear me? This is good. It worked. And he sort of laughs a moment and sort of does a little sort of a jig in the moment, and he sort of like seems very pleased with himself, and he's like, it finally worked. It finally worked. And he sort of says, welcome. It's well, I don't know your actual name, but welcome, Wanderer. It's good to see you.
Baldor. My name is Baldor.
Sure.
Oh, look, don't get me wrong, but you seem like a weird dude, okay?
Well, you wouldn't be the first to say that.
Yes. So, can you help me or not?
All I'm actually ever going to do is help you, Baldor. All I'm ever going to do is help you. And teach you. And train you. For you are the chosen one. And he seems very, like, poignant at the moment. And sure of himself.
And Baldur's, like, kind of stepping back. Remembering himself, and then says, why, yes, I am. You must have heard of me. I am Baldor. I am a great raider.
You are
I am
so much
indeed
more than that. You are so
the
much
chosen
more.
one.
You are. When you are trained, when you are ready, even the skies will take your command. But we have a lot to do. A lot to train. Come in. Welcome, welcome. And I think
I
there's
guess
basically
he goes
this. Yeah,
inside.
yeah. And basically there is. You don't know how long it takes, but basically over the next hours or so, this guy is constantly beating on you. Would be one way of putting it, and trying to get you to do strange moves and
Look,
things like
old
that.
guy, this is not.
And he knocks you flat on your back, and as you ask certain things, and
How is this helping?
you've stronger guard, move to the left, arm up, and yeah, there's like this for like hours and hours on end, and just it feels like your body is just aching with tiredness as this is going on. But yeah, when after a certain amount of point where you just feel utterly shattered from the whatever's been going on in the in this strange place, will probably be at the point where you suddenly feel yourself wake up in back round the campfire with everybody else.
Well, James, did
and
you
it's
want me to
very,
roll
very
for my
strange.
watch or no?
Absolutely, you can definitely roll for the watch
Okay.
as that's going on.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you couldn't have had an easier time. Stealthed at 23 and a 1. So, but yeah, Baldor, yeah, you guys will start awaking around the same point. But a very surreal first moment as you come around Baldor, and yeah, you're not quite sure what to make of it. However, you ache. But that much is definitely true in the morning when that time does come. You're all able to take a long rest and yes, refresh. You are now obviously for the stream. They are now level 2. They leveled up at the end of last session, so that is all been sorted. And
I
yeah,
think I must have pulled a muscle, like sleeping or something. My God, even my sleeps are athletic.
more so than he realizes probably. So yeah, as this is all going on, yeah. So Hrolf is up and around early, sort of taking and starting to pack things and stuff like that. And he's sort of like, "Is everybody kind of ready to go? We're going to head north. We're going to have a fair few days of travel. I can guarantee that. It's not close by, but it is going to be nowhere. It will probably be the closest place we'll ever find a ship. And then we've got to figure out getting a ship once we get there. But let's, one thing at a time." And he sort of, taking you all in as this is all going on and making sure that you're all prepared and ready to move on in the mornings.
Once Zisa woke up, everybody, when it was time to rise, she would have gone off on her own a little bit.
No problem.
Because since we leveled up, I have new spells, and to get new spells, I have to tattoo myself.
Ah, yes, fair enough. Yes, so she would have spent a little bit of time with that going on in the early morning as everybody else is starting to rise.
So it might seem like she's not helping, but I think Hrolf knows what she's doing, so she's not being.
Yeah, he would be aware of of that kind of thing with you.
Yeah.
So that's definitely true. Anyone else up to anything in that morning, or are we setting off into the space beyond? So yeah, Kekel is literally down here on the map, over on this side, where the party is now. But yeah, you've got to get up towards nowhere. That's gonna take you a while.
Well, did we say that we wanted to look in the tower some more, or are we just gonna go straight to nowhere?
That's up to you guys, is the honest truth. You can definitely do it. I would say we can play it. I'll probably play it more descriptively than make you go back through the tower again for another session, if that makes sense. But would you be going back in for anything more, or what's the group's thought at this point?
The only place we didn't go was the rat room, wasn't it?
Yeah, basically, mainly there was on the ground floor there was definitely a bunch of rooms that seemed to be very rat related, or these wicker rats basically would be the best way of putting it. So yeah, there's definitely a bit of that was possible. The rest, yeah, you did go through. However, you did a bit of searching of most of it. I think it was mainly that things sort of escalated quickly after you left the the main area of the tower, because obviously the battle on the beach occurred and all the rest of it. But yeah, as a group, do you think you would try and press on and to try and get on the route, or would you have taken another trip round the tower?
Hoda would push to keep going. I don't think he'll think there's anything in the tower.
I think we found what was valuable in the tower.
If Hodor wants to go, Baldor wants to go into the tower.
He just wants to do the reverse. Fair enough. I get it.
But Baldor doesn't actually even want to go in the tower. He's just going against Hodor.
Do it out of spite.
Oh, he definitely doesn't want to go back inside the tower, but Hodor wants one thing. So
it must be the opposite. That is definitely fair. That's definitely fair.
I think the only thing Zeus would want in the tower is to show Hrolf that table. Also to see if maybe it had regained its magical capabilities after being used for a day.
Fair
But
enough.
she won't feel strongly enough about it to push for it. She would just let him know that would be what she would want.
Okay, so there's two thinking of the tower. Are there any more, or is it more more going the other
would
way?
want to push on travel.
Push on travel. Fair enough.
She thinks that there's nothing in the tower that we need.
Fair enough. Hrolf is kind of the signs of magic and all the rest of it. It's kind of like, it sounds like we've got what we need. So he's kind of with you. Okay, so it's going to be you guys begin to press on, starting to leave Keckle and sort of head northeast, trying to make your way along this unpleasant sand. So basically, it's below your feet. It's volcanic rock. There's volcanoes in the distance. It should be a very hot climate, but there is, as everywhere with the cold winter that is going on now, there is snow and more snow. So there is a blistering sort of wind that keeps you going. It's harsh. You guys have got rations for a fair few days, so you think you're going to be able to keep moving, but yeah, it's not going to be easy travel as this is sort of going on.
I potentially use Arwen to do my gathering for us as we go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
It's just flavor, basically.
Yeah. She's sort of like sniffing out truffles, but he's sniffing out sniffing out plants and things. That's completely.
Like I'd be walking
completely.
around with her a little bit, but just to sort of to flavor it a little bit more.
Sure, no problem. So yeah, 2 checks a day is basically the way we're going to play it on that one.
I thought it was going to be 1, to be honest. So
that's fair enough. But yeah, as time goes on, so bear that in mind, and obviously you can roll them in as you see fit as time sort of passes. But yeah, we'll be through to the next morning, and you start making your way out as. I think about 3 or 4 hours of walking starts before the first sort of thing that comes up that you guys run into that kind of makes sense. So the air is dry and there is a taste of salt and something pungent on the air. Occasionally the wind whips up an abrasive sand and sprays it across the exposed parts of your skin. Other times there's nearly nothing of a breeze and just the cold, devoid landscape as this is going on. And then every so often the snows fall once more. A pile of stones painted red and stacked stand out against the greys and the snow around and the blacks of the ash desert coming up. And yeah, that looks out of place as you guys start making your way closer.
Does it have like a magical feel to it? Would you say,
you want to roll Arcana, or do you want to roll
Yeah.
a history to figure out what this might be?
I will say Arcana because I'm proficient in that one.
No problem. With an Arcana, no, yeah, whatever this is, it is definitely not magical in any form. You're definitely fairly sure of that with a 16.
Just nice rocks.
Seems to be, although oddly painted red, which obviously doesn't quite make sense on that one. Anyone good with history, as in that they've got any sort of a point in it?
Proficient in it.
Yeah. Anyone You are Blythe, are you? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
okay. Yeah.
proficient.
Well, you can give me a history check then.
My rolls tonight. My goodness.
Yeah. No. Fair enough on that one. It's a strange pile of rocks as this is going on. Yeah. It's not making the greatest sense as this goes on. But
I am also proficient, but not very intelligent.
well, if you are proficient, go for it. See if in your long years you have.
What up?
Fair enough. You, in your time, you have seen these before. You are pretty sure that these are a very old style of trail marker. Sort of the color red usually symbolizing the end of a trail. So this is kind of usually the end marker of something to a some sort of trade marker or a caravan stop or a raiding port, those kind of things. It seems to be one of those kind of items.
She'll stand near the stones and look around as if something is meant to be here. Something else.
Fair
Is
enough.
there something else?
You can definitely make an investigation check now, as you sort of now you know that this is a marker for something. You can definitely make an investigation check looking around.
Can it be perception?
Yes, you can do it as a perception as well.
Oh,
Yeah, no. Rowder spends some time looking around this marker with you all, but nothing's standing out.
Have you said about it? Have you said what we're looking for something to show where this marker goes or came from?
It depends on Drew. Yeah, what does Rowder say in the moment?
yeah, she'll say these were, used to mark the end of a trail, so there should be something here, and it's kind of odd that there is nothing
Please,
around.
I can ask my ravens, and I sort of whistle, and ravens come.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so for everybody else then, in the moment, for the stream and stuff, they've actually seen one of these white ravens. But to everyone else, a strange white bird makes its way and sort of lands on the top of the rocks for a moment and sort of just looks around at you all for a moment. Very strange.
I sort of whisper to the raven, where does this marker come from? And
I believe you get advantage on your check.
Yeah, flies up, comes back,
Oh.
and tells me. Does it tell me? Let's see.
Let's see, yes.
Perception?
With advantage, yeah.
Oh, is that good enough? Let's go for advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nearly a 20!
Oh, man.
Nearly a 20! How dare you!
Fair enough. But as this is going on, the 12 is enough. And it basically flies off a very short distance and then seems to stop. And there is, as everyone else watches, he sort of makes his way over to what appears to be some sort of a small cache of goods or something that seems to be marked up under this is all sort of covered in the snow, and then he starts to part this out as where the raven sort of stands atop some of this. And there seems to be a few items within a buried sort of marker here as this is going on. There is what you believe to be incense in there. Some sort of a strange jeweled horn that's for drinking from. Horns are always for drinking from, so that looks very fashionable, shall we say. Some sort of a ruby, and you swear maybe like a diamond. It's certainly shiny enough. And 30 copper pieces.
We got stuff to revive us already. My goodness.
and Jamie worries more with each passing episode. Yes, yeah. You definitely
Rolf,
find some bits.
Do you want to hold on to these?
Sure.
This is your raid.
Yeah. You know the rules. We're leaving it all out at the end.
I know the rules. I hate them. But Blythe is okay. He's like, here, this is yours. It makes perfect sense.
It all goes to the thing. No problem. So yes, you guys will spend the rest of the day traveling higher up, making your way onwards as the day will pass, and another
Zisa's
night
gonna-
will have to happen fairly shortly.
While we're going, I think Zisa's gonna catch up with Blythe.
Ah.
No problem. Yeah,
I was
comes
going to
walking
catch up with you also.
Ah,
You
I walk next to you and I don't say anything, which is a little weird, obviously, but she's going to look out to your wolf and say, What is she doing?
What is she doing? Looking around, sniffing stuff.
Yeah, and every now and then is she coming back with like little like things of plants and stuff
Like
for
herbs
you?
and
Or,
stuff.
yeah.
She's searching for. She's searching for. I can't think of bloody words.
Plants, materials. Yeah.
Hey, I need to drink much more water.
Not enough caffeine in that. Yeah, we'll have the break soon.
It's not caffeine I need. That's the problem. I think I have too much of that and not enough actual fluids.
You can never have too much caffeine.
Well, that's
Drink more
I
water,
guess that's
kids.
right.
Yeah, no, but
She's looking for supplies, so she will go out and she will search for stuff she thinks is useful for certain salves and potions that I can make with my herbalism skills. And sometimes she comes back with food. It's whatever she deems fit at the time, really.
In Hallwick, I had gatherers return with certain materials that I required for my alchemic supplies. I would take that which you can't use that I could if she finds anything extra.
Yes, it'd be very similar. It all depends on what you want, really. Are we gonna use my wolf as a hand instead of rolling ourselves?
Thematically, it sounds like yes, it's going to be a bit of that. Although I think sometimes she has to point things out for you to go and get. But yes, it's going to be. She's definitely a truffle dog now.
What's
Zisa
that, lassie? There's gillyweed in that well?
Yeah. Zisa
Oh my
would
God.
say, as of now, if you come across fire seeds, flame lily, I suppose bloodroot, and those are the plants I think that I need. Yeah, the other stuff is different. If she comes across any of those plants, I would use them.
Well, flame lily is normally in the desert, is it not?
It definitely
I
is.
was
Yeah.
just letting you
So
know what
it's the quickest one I could find.
No, fair enough. But
I
yeah,
was-
you are technically in the desert areas. It's just that it's snowing. That is the difference.
Ah,
So there
okay,
is a bit of that going
Geographically,
on.
we are in the correct area to find
Correct.
flame lily. Yes.
Correct, absolutely. And there's definitely going to be
It's
some
awfully
some of that.
difficult to see underneath this snow, isn't it?
Correct.
generally.
Maybe that's why you need a truffle type dog, which you do have to help on some of them. So yes, yeah, but yeah, these conversations sort of happen as this is going on. Does Hodor do any sort of herbalism himself, Jess, or do you think he just watches this going on and realizing what the dog's doing, or do you think he actually starts to do his own bits at times as well?
I think he'll just observe at first, see the potential of the dog for the future. He's at the moment taking this time to really learn about the group visually and what they can do, what they're capable of. Because just being on a boat with a group of people for a while, it's really hard to see what they can actually physically do. But he's making mental notes about everyone's strengths and weaknesses, and that includes the dog.
that is fair. Yeah, I mean, some of them seem to be showing that they have some uses. Barring your brother, of course, he will never have any uses.
Absolutely.
But the rest of them seem fairly capable as this is going on.
Yeah, he won't be actively engaging in conversation with people, but if anyone did approach him, he wouldn't like throw them away. It's just no one would want to approach him because he does look horrific.
Yeah, fair enough. I do think every so often you do spot them. See, these is actually sort of checking you out every so often, and sort of trying to work out what you are. She doesn't seem to be scared of you like you thought originally, which is a first for a child. But yeah, she does sort of take you in every so often, and sort of just sort of whenever she spots you, you spot her, sort of just smiles politely, and then sort of lets you carry on.
Oda would try to like smile back, but like his teeth are all like horrific and yellow and janky, and there's like probably one missing that he like ripped out himself for something he did at some point. So it's not the most welcoming of smiles he's returning to this child, but the heart is in it.
Fair enough. But yeah, for what it's worth, there's just nothing in her eyes that sort of suggests any sort of problem, if that makes sense. So, which is in
turn makes him uncomfortable because he's not used to that.
Yes.
So he's like, "What the hell is wrong with this child?"
Yes, fair enough.
She's looking at me and thinking that's fine.
Yeah, this is just all fine. All fine.
Yeah.
At some point, I imagine Baldor standing next to Frida, like just looking at his brother in exasperation, and then looking over. Like, he's weird, right? Like, I'm not just dreaming this. He's actually like creepy and weird, and why the fuck is he collecting all those teeth? God, he's always been a little creep.
He's definitely got more creepy. He's definitely got more creepy since the last time you saw him, before the boat.
Certainly not the coolest thing, I guess. He's pretty weird, but at least he puts up a fight, I guess.
Shots
I told you,
fired.
she clocked you fucking running away.
Yeah.
I know that child, like, she really needs to start carrying her weight. I agree.
Yep. Sure. The child. I'm sure she'll prove useful soon enough, won't she?
And I think as the time passes, and we'll be going into another evening, and another night will pass of travel as you guys will be making your way further and further as this is going on. The next
Blythe,
scene,
it's worth saying that Zisa, at the end of our conversation, continued to walk with you, but then ceased talking. So she just walked with you, and she said what she needed, and then she just continued to walk in silence because she had no reason to go back.
You'll see as well that like Blythe, he doesn't find that uncomfortable in the slightest. He talks to ravens. Like he's not one for chatting really. So he would just quite happily walk next to you in complete silence for however long.
As the hours do pass. As the hours do pass. I think
he's not antisocial either, mate.
No, he's just content to be in the quiet in the moment. Yeah. Some people can accept silence, others cannot. Yes.
He spent a lot of time on his own, so the silence is just completely normal to him. Fair
enough. So yeah, I think we'll sort of as if sort of a movie montage of travel will continue, and we'll see a scene of another night's campfire, and another day will actually sort of pass out when the next scene will kind of play out that we'll have going on, which will be snow, more and more snow pelting the ground, and there's a lot more of a white squall blowing in from the north, so the visibility is a lot lower today, as there's a lot more snow than you have been used to as this is going on. But it's not enough to take out the imagery that you see of bleached skeletons on the ground and looks like a broken wagon in the snows that you sort of start to come up to on the next day.
Well, there's bones, so I'm going to the bones.
Absolutely, fair enough. You can definitely tell that there are at least 5 corpses in total around the outside of this this caravan on that front. But if you can give me a medicine check, maybe we can learn a bit more, Hodor. Oof. Okay.
No, I'm too distracted by the majesty of the bones.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're definitely on that one.
Zisa's trained in medicine, even though she doesn't have the wisdom to back it up. I say she go to a different set of bones?
Yeah, there's 3 on one side that Hodor goes to initially, and I'll say there's the other 2 that you make your way over to Zisa. Okay. That's no problem.
Oh, I will be taking teeth from all of these guys.
I'm sure you would.
I'd like to confirm my teeth.
Okay, so yeah, with a 12, it's enough for you to work out that with the slender frame and being quite tall, these 2 were definitely elven. You can at least tell that much. However, very, very, these bodies have been here a while.
Elven, I can't tell much more. They've been here too long, but definitely elves.
Where's that's going on? Anyone paying attention to the caravan itself?
Conrad, your dice are on private, by the way.
I would once again divine sense if we're coming closer to these just skeletons that we're just walking up to without any disregard to anything.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no. As you divine sense, no, this is not consecrated ground or desecrated, and there is not undead or anything else going on as you divine sense, thankfully. So yeah, you breathe a sigh of relief.
Then I would go up to the sort of carriage.
No
after
problem.
I know that it's kind of safe.
No worries at all. Yeah, you can make me just a general perception check first of all, please.
No.
Oh, okay. How
awesome.
Just
0.
Close your eyes.
Well done, us.
You close your eyes and put your fingers in your ears.
Yeah, rolling immaculately.
Yeah. You think that this might actually be a caravan.
Could be.
But you're not entirely sure with the 0.
This is some kind of traveling unit, everyone.
Yes.
The
wheels give it away.
Still, search this, or is this?
Baldor, you can start searching through it. Definitely, that's no problem. You can definitely do that. You can make an investigation check if you're going to go through it.
Yeah, but I would kind of like to separate myself from the group a little bit. Try to search them out of sight, if that makes sense.
Okay, fair enough on that one. So with a 13, the first things that come to mind as you're looking through this, Baldor, you're not the first person to be picking through this caravan, because you can definitely see signs of someone's been rifling as this is all going on in the moments on that one. However, you do find a little pouch that seems to be filled with some sort of glinty dust and what looks to be a couple of maybe pearls.
I will pocket the pearls.
No problem.
And walk back to the caravan saying, "Look, I found this pouch with glittery dust in it."
I hope those pearls are some sort of deadly eggs.
I'm going to ask you a quick question, Seb. Is this stealing stuff something Baldor has always done throughout childhood?
Oof.
Or is this a new thing?
I think this is a thing he started doing when he ran away to avoid his responsibilities of becoming a proper raider for the family stuff.
Yeah.
It's something he has done since then to survive.
Okay. I just wanted to know whether or not I would assume you'd steal, but if you weren't doing it before, he won't have.
No, I wouldn't. During childhood, I would not have stolen, I think.
Okay.
Does this take a stealth roll or a sleight of hand or something to see if anybody notices this?
Yeah, you can make a sleight of hand, I guess, and we'll just see how that plays off. It's just got to be above their passive, so let's see how it does.
My passive is 17.
Oh damn.
16?
No.
Yeah, Blythe would be the only one that has any sort of thought, I believe. The rest are.
So Blythe is just looking at you directly, and you doing this. He's not saying anything, but he's just looking at you like
as he
you definitely
as
soon
see him,
as you turn around.
You see him pocket a couple of things, and then comes around with that. But the rest.
As soon
do
as
not,
you turn around, you see him after you've just pocketed them, and you just kind of you wandered off and said the thing. No, and I'm just standing there directly looking at you. No judgment, just.
Nothing is said in the moment.
Recognition. James, when you said that the skeletons were bleached,
Yes.
was it a natural bleaching from the sun? I don't know how.
Yeah, no. The idea is that it's natural bleaching from the sun. So the idea is you're either in snow or you're in scalding hot desert type air.
There's no between.
There's very little in between in the harshness of the Fang Sands. Yeah, so you're
cool.
Yeah, you think this is fairly natural.
Can I try to identify the powder that Baldor found?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can definitely just make me a perception check in the moments as he shows it to you.
Can I use my expertise in alchemy supplies?
Yes,
instead?
of course. Yeah, no, you can for that. Yes.
Okay, because you put alchemy supplies in my bags.
So do it. Yes, use the things.
Nice. That's at advantage because of my background, so that's actually a 24.
Fair enough. Absolutely. Diamond dust. It's a pouch full of diamond dust, from what it is. Probably about 25 gold pieces worth of diamond dust.
Nice.
Okay. I would let Hrolf know.
And I imagine Baldor passes that off to the group, and Hrolf will take charge of a bit of that and see all adds to the pocket and the purse. Hopefully, it'll help us. Maybe we'll get a session up.
Can I do some dusting around to see if there's any signs of like a scuffle or tracks away or anything like that? I know it's under the snow, so I'm kind of...
Yeah, you can. You can give it a go, but it'd be... you can make an investigation check. See how you do. It's going to be quite high.
I was going to do survival, is that okay?
Sure, survival's fine, yeah. On that one. No signs of anything like that as you're looking around. You do think that they weren't... they didn't leave their caravan and probably starved for most of them. However, one of them you think did have some sort of an altercation, like when someone may have come to pillage this caravan. They were probably weak already.
Oh, see the break in the bones here. This is obviously some sort of altercation. But very frail, and the bones inside looks like they just starved.
Yeah, the rest of them did not do well. Okay, so I think we'll have another scene play out here as the camera sort of passes back. We have the Lord of the Rings walking across the landscape scene for a bit more. We see the sun rise and fall for another 2 days on the travel as this is going to be going on, and as evening is approaching on this day, Hrolf will be shouting out, "Look there ahead! We can reach it tomorrow!" And basically, he's pointing out to atop a hill. It seems like quite a few miles away. There is lantern light that seems to be flickering. The first sign of any life you guys have seen in maybe 4 or 5 days at this point. With the dimming light, it's difficult to ascertain quite what's going on, but it looks like there are some buildings that are sort of perched there. And Hrolf's mood seems to be much improved that night when you guys are at the campfire, as he's like... It's like finally we're getting close. It's like There's definitely some life up there. We're gonna make it. And he's sort of like, yeah, he's way more exuberant by that as that's going on.
Zisa would ask Harolf, might I have the incense that Blythe found on the first day of travel? Or a portion, at least. I can use it in a casting for tomorrow.
Sure, no, if it's some sort of better use with what you do, then I'm more than happy for it to get used. And yeah, he will pull it out of the bag. No problem on that one. What are you gonna do with it?
I am going to summon an ally, a creature, to help us see and hear from far away.
Not too shabby. And yeah, he seems pleased with that.
And then, since it's the night before, I'll do it now instead of tomorrow. But I would like to ritual cast Find Familiar, please.
Absolutely. So no problem. So yeah, you spend the time with the materials, and slowly but surely, Find Familiar will take place. And I believe we're going for a crow of some description. Was the way we're talking? Jet black?
A raven, a crow. Well, Blythe was talking to a white raven, so consider me inspired. I will go ahead and summon a white one.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. Strangely, yeah, Blythe. Yeah, you see you see Zisa cast and conjure up what looks like a white raven. Very, very similar to the ones that you see on very regular occasions. But this person has literally conjured one.
Isa, I didn't know that you were able to speak to white ravens too.
I'm not. Well, not yet. I can speak to this one, but it is not a raven. It is a magical ally. It's wearing the skin of a raven.
Yeah,
I don't understand. It's not
yes, one
a raven.
appears.
No, it just appears that way.
It looks exactly like one of mine.
It was meant to. I saw you speaking to one. I thought maybe they were native to this area. I didn't want it to stand out.
Well, it doesn't stand out to me, but I don't know about anyone else.
Even so, at least with the current weather, maybe it will have some sort of camouflage if it is not natural.
Well, you've made a handsome beast.
As you said.
Okay. So yes, I think another evening passes. Baldor.
Can I just do
Go ahead.
my gathering for the day?
Absolutely, you can. You can definitely do that.
Where were we? Savannas, desert?
You'll go for a desert. Now you're more inland now. Certainly a desert will be a better choice. Even if it has snow on the top.
Nice.
Oh yes, definitely. You are definitely good.
Now,
Look, I did.
Hey, I was just gonna ask, would Blythe only find the stuff he would need for his stuff, or will he ever find any of mine? But never mind.
So
that just answered the
I
question.
got that's not for specifically the things I know how to make. These are just for the gathering
Correct.
in the area, is it not? Yeah,
That's correct. Yeah. So you have different areas you can gather, and the plants will start to appear. But yeah, he does come back with a flame lily. Yes.
You were in lead of this, no?
Yes, I can use this to. Well, no, a half of this to create actually 2 of my alchemical recipes. Thank you.
Okay, that's no problem. If you're in need more, I will see what I can find.
Frost lichen is another one I may have forgotten to mention earlier. If I were to combine,
he's more useful now as Lisa realizes. So.
If I were to combine this flame lily with frost lichen, I could actually create a smoke bomb, as it's called.
Smoke bomb.
Yes, a grenade of sorts. It's something that can be thrown and then create cover if it is needed.
That certainly sounds useful.
Yes, Hrolf has employed these in the past to great success.
Yeah, they came in pretty handy on that one raid.
Well, likewise, if you see any specific things you think I can use, I'm quite. I can make quite a few different concoctions.
That is unlikely. It is not. It is not in my. No, I am not skilled in such. If I were to happen upon it, I will let you know. But it's not where my skills lie.
Ah, I see. The hunter gatherer kind of skill set, I guess.
And Hallwick ingredients were mostly brought to me.
Well, I'll keep an eye out all the same. I'm sure the others will too if you ask them.
I wasn't aware anyone else had such skills. Who else have you seen do this?
Well, honestly, nobody.
As he's there looking around. But everyone keeping quiet as this is all going
But
on.
everybody has a pair of eyes, and everybody walks the roads.
They
so-
do walk the walk, but they don't have your skill set, and they don't.
They don't
have
talk the
tools.
talk is the problem.
That's fair.
I see. Router,
Yes.
do you have any skill when it comes to plants?
Sure.
And then I tell you the list of things that I told Blythe that I would need very mechanically in like a listed order.
She will smile and nod, and then just continue walking or turn away.
Okay, that's
She
fair.
will not remember this.
Baldor.
Hoda was very obviously
Yes.
listening. Oh, did you say Baldor or Holder? Sorry. we got
I
two different
talking to your brother.
names. Fair enough.
Do you have any skill when it comes to plants?
Oh, of course. I know everything there is to know about plants.
That is good. And then I again mechanically list the things that she's gonna do this with everyone, by the
Yeah.
way.
I will
Um,
look out for it.
Okay.
And then-
Sorry, go ahead.
No. What will basically happen over the next few days is like he will come to you with every little piece of plant material he can find and say, "Here, this is something you were looking for."
No, it is not. That is wrong. And the thing is, like every single time you do this, she will give you the exact same tone, the exact same reaction, no hint of annoyance. She will just let you know that you are wrong.
He will keep doing it.
That's fine. But then I eventually tell Frida and Hoder as well.
Frida is, yeah, she's just like, no. Straight away, like, I am not good with plants.
Hoda would say, actually, I have an affinity with them. I've been working with them since I was young, so I'll keep an eye out. By the way, Baldur's talking horse shit. He doesn't know the difference between a daisy and a tulip.
Oh,
But he just told Lisa that he knows everything about them. What about mushrooms, Baldo? Do you know anything about mushrooms?
Hoda's shaking his head behind Baldur, just like looking at you like, nope.
They are delicious, all of them.
Have
They
you tried
are
the red
not.
ones?
I think the Blythe picks up a bit more Baldo bullshittery, and he's just like, I see. Never mind.
well,
Okay.
Hoder, if you would keep an eye out for useful plants, maybe not to your herbalism, but to my alchemy. It could be of use to the group.
Yeah, sure. Also, if you find any seeds for those plants, bring them to me. I can encourage them to become what you need.
As I told Blythe, that is unlikely, but if I do, I will let you know.
Yeah, Hoda just nods and continues on his walking.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, another day, or sorry, another half day will pass as you slept the night and will be making your way. By midday on the next day, you guys are getting closer to what this space is up ahead as this is all going on, it becomes clear that Hrolf was mistaken. Instead of a bustling town, there is only a small, weather-beaten set of wooden buildings coming up.
Can I send the Raven forward to kind of look overhead and see what we could see?
No problem. Yeah, it seems like there's a partial plateau on the slopes, and then these buildings are on the top of this sort of hill. A farmer's field rings the hill, but it has long ago been covered in rock, so this has been abandoned for quite a while as this is all going on. To the northeast, the hills continue to rise, and there appears to be a wooded area in the far distance, so a forest is coming up in a few days' travel. The skies have swollen with greys and dark blues, and on the horizon there is now the occasional arc of lightning as it illuminates on the horizon. Hrolf is kind of a bit upset that this doesn't look like this is going to be as great.
Yeah, Zisa with her hand on his shoulder and her eyes gone stark white is reporting everything that James said to the group, so she's letting everybody know this.
Well, I thought it might be a bit early. Maybe I thought that could be nowhere, but maybe we've got more travel to do. I suppose we should check it out at least. Maybe it's somewhere we can rest for the night.
There could be some useful items, at least a shelter for the evening. You're not wrong with that.
Maybe some meat left. That would be nice.
I mean, shelter's probably our main concern, though. No? Or maybe people.
Shelter for the night wouldn't be a bad thing. And certainly going to, with the weather coming in, it probably won't be a bad call. We should at least go check it out anyway. So you guys spend a bit of time making your way up the hills, getting closer and closer. You do find there are 3 buildings on the top of this space that is definitely was or at least once a farmstead at one point. It is also taken by Hrolf as quite a bad omen that there does appear to be 3 skeletons here as well. One in each of the buildings.
I would like that too.
Again, another heal check to see if what happened. One that Hodor isn't going towards.
Okay, yeah, no worries. Go for it.
Sorry, medicine. I apologize.
Yeah, no problem.
It's the wrong one.
No, fair enough. Yeah, no clear signs of anything. The one that you're dealing with, Zisa, was laid out on a sort of an ox sort of pelt, if that makes sense. As it was laid out quite neatly from what you can see, but not much you can tell. It certainly has a bit of age to it as this is going on. And Hrolf is kind of like, this is probably a bad omen. Maybe we shouldn't be lingering here too long.
Hrolf, not everything is a bad omen.
Bodies are usually a bad omen.
Yeah, but look where we are. We're in the middle of nowhere. We're not in nowhere.
We're not in the
That's
middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
We're halfway between nowhere and where we were. This settlement's probably not done very well in the winter, and they've died. It's just what happens.
Yeah, life is tough. Life is tough for farmers. It is for raiders. That's true.
At least we will have shelter if we stay here.
Agreed.
Would you say these bodies? So these bodies, would you say they've been placed here rather than this is the point where they died?
At least 2 of them look placed. That much becomes obvious as they're laid out in proper spots. And then one seems to be next to another, one of the others.
I would imagine this is probably a family that's died, and the one that's died last is lay next to this body by you that is obviously placed.
Does it seem like this place has been ransacked like the cart was?
No, it doesn't
Like
seem
picked
like
over?
it doesn't seem to be like overly picked over or anything like that as you're kind of looking around. However, it is quite meek, if that makes sense. If would be the best way of putting it.
Are the laid out bodies laid out in a way that's an obvious funeral rite for a certain clan?
Make me a history check.
Would anything I said give her advantage?
Yeah, no, it's nothing's coming to mind on that front. I mean, we usually, but the dead are usually burned if they're raiders. Is kind of normal, but farming folk, yeah, maybe not so much. But yeah, nothing really comes to mind as you're sort of looking on at that. So you guys are gonna start to bed down for an evening. Is that what you're planning? You're gonna stay here and ride out whatever's coming with this storm, or are you gonna carry on? I suppose is the main question.
Are there if we choose to stay here, Hoda would push to stay here. Are there anything like extra cloaks and stuff around? Because
there's a few little leather hide bits that are around. That's definitely true because they were laid out partially for bedding and things like that.
Hoda would give them to the child because he would have been probably concerned for this very long journey for a very small child. So we'll like without making eye contact, just like kind of hand her the spare clothes without saying anything, just to suggest that she gives them.
Thank you. Thank you, Hoda. She sort of smiles and sort of nods in your direction as you don't make eye contact.
Yeah.
And she'll take that and be going to start finding a corner.
Is there anything in the hut that we?
There are a few items here and there as this is all sort of going on. It might be easier if I give you the map. 1 second.
Is there like a magical bow there or anything?
Magical bow.
+3 bow.
Not quite. Not quite. So this is slightly more fancy a place than what this suggests. But there's a few hides around, some chairs, some kitchen materials and things like that, but yeah, it's all pretty sort of meager. Would be the best.
Frida definitely looks for stuff the way a typical sort of Viking does, just throwing stuff on the floor, breaking things, trying to find things.
Absolutely, yeah. Just the level of destruction around her as
going
more
into
more
every hut, trying to find stuff.
Yeah, I'd say Zisa's much more methodical, looking around. So definitely not messy, but very mechanical.
Blythe's gonna go chop some firewood.
Fair enough. Yeah, no worries. When you're out there chopping some of the firewood on that one, Blythe, I need you to give me a wisdom survival check.
Okay, I was gonna go out with Blythe because Hoda was gonna do something himself.
I thought you were gonna say I was gonna go out with Blythe, but I'm not anymore.
Do you want me to roll a survival wisdom as well?
You can, yeah. So you guys are both outside. We'll have it say you're out.
I couldn't move myself through that door for some reason.
No, fair enough. I'll move.
For the love of God.
Oh, is that why? I jumped out the window.
Hated.
Yeah, say you've gone round the back, right? So we've been chopping some wood and bits on that one. Hoda, nothing comes to mind as that's going on, but before we get to Blythe's survival check, what about what are you actually up to in the moments?
Hoda would have gone out because this is farmers. He would have tried to find out where their last planting bit was to see if he can work out using a nature check when the last time they turned the soil was.
Absolutely, yeah. So
Blythe,
you watch Hoda make his way off a bit further out, if that makes sense. So he'll be quite far out as this is all going on. But yeah, you can make a nature check or of some description, Hoda, whatever one works for you.
Yay!
Okay, 24.
Nice.
That's where you got it.
It's, 7 seasons ago would definitely be true. You don't think it's been tilled for at least that long. So it has been a fair while as this is going on. As there's handfuls of what is snow at first becomes little streaks of sand hitting you as from the sky as this is going on. Blythe, you sort of as you're chopping the wood and you're starting to realize on some of this, you're like picking up what's going on, and you sort of suddenly think, oh shit, sandstorm.
Sandstorm! Jump through the window again.
Would I hear that?
Yeah, you
Hold
hear.
on, you're going to have to go in the toilet.
You hear the yells as Blythe is running back towards the before the actual space as this is going on. As he's running back, does Hodor immediately?
Oh yeah, he jumps up and follows afterwards. He knows.
Fair enough. As you're speeding your way back, those that are inside the place suddenly start to hear the sound of heavy thumps starting to hit on across the top of the actual place that you're actually in. It sounds like weight is starting to come down, and as Hodor is just trying to making his way around to just make your way back into the front, you'll be taking one hit here as this is going on. So as you're unprotected, you will be taking 1d4. 1 second. You will take 3 bludgeoning damage from the sand in this sandstorm as this is going on Hodor. But because you're running back and you were warned, you're not stuck out in it for any period of time. As you take a sort of a glancing blow and you make your way inside, and Baldor sort of has to move out of the way as you sort of make your way in. As you guys suddenly sort of hear this, the sand start to pelt down, and strong sandstorm is underway that will take most of an evening to pass as this is all going on. And Harolf just asks, "Hold, are you okay?"
The likelihood is I probably got to the door on time. Does Baldor just deliberately just stood in the way a little bit just to be difficult?
And then he took a knot.
Barge my way through. Yeah. I'll be like, sudden sandstorm. If Belair didn't get it, then notice it, then I would have been in big trouble. So thank you for that. I did realize though that the soil hasn't been turned for about 7 seasons, so this area hasn't been used for a long time.
Okay, so as the hours in the evening passes, there is a long time of this sandstorm being underway, and eventually it does pass, and the calm will start to come back as the silence sort of comes around. You've got about 2 or 3 hours before evening comes, and the sandstorm has passed, if that makes sense, before everything else, and you'd have to go to sleep. But is there anything else anyone would be up to before that will be happening?
Go get this firewood, shall I? I'll go for the door this time. Oh my god, so many doors.
There are a fair few doors, yes, but the main entrance is on this one. So
this place looks so much smaller outside.
Fair
I feel
enough.
like we could use a chair rather than going to fetch firewood.
Fair enough. So before we get to that point, on that
front. Oh no. I've gone outside again. You stopped me again. What's going to happen now?
I have.
I came outside too. So you're not alone.
Frida, you get in the moments a kind of sense of something. You're not quite sure what you're picking up as figures start to pick themselves up. Go for it. You can do what you're thinking of doing.
No, I was going to do exactly what you're thinking. I was going to actually do it where the bodies were buried to see if that was something, but
no problem. However, it's the sense of death and undead that comes to your nostrils as what you actually see appearing, sort of climbing their way up through the snows and the sand and the dust. Two undead figures are making their way across towards you. And Frida, you are staring eye to eye with the guy you hit with the javelin a few days back off of the boat. And we will be taking a break in a moment, but you will be...
cool.
Does he still have his javelin in him?
There's a hole where there was a javelin, let's put it that way, as this is all going on. But we will go and take a break for a moment, and we will come back to dealing with these guys. So welcome back, everybody. Yes, so these the divine sense has gone off from Frida, and in the moments, everybody will be rolling in for initiative here, as we're going to be dealing with the undead. I think we're going to...
Frida would instantly shout, "Everybody, ready your weapons!" as she instantly grabs her axe and shield, ready for whatever these are.
Yeah, as...
Blythe's like, I just wanted to...
chop. I just wanted to chop wood. Fair enough. Remember, you do have the companion actions as well from Celia and from Herolf as well. So you have got a few.
I rolled
extra
so
options.
good on initiative.
Oh, there you go. So not too shabby.
Did.
Not too shabby. As we'll change on that front, and I shall roll you in some. We don't need Erwin in the thing, so we will remove that one. And I'll roll these two beasties in and see how they're going to do. Okay. Somewhere in the thick of things. Okay, right. Everybody, we are ready to go. We're going to begin some combat, and then we'll go from there. So as Frida yells out in the moment, Blythe, you are the first to react as this is all about to go down.
Okay, so Blythe will hear Frida shout that, turn around, see these unholy beasties coming out, seemingly nowhere, and shoot one.
Okay.
And miss, because I was very startled.
Fair enough. I think probably the most startling thing is that the face you're looking at is one of the guys you literally tied up and threw into the water.
Yeah, that's what happened.
And in the moments as this is,
so I went to shoot, and I noticed straight away that it was someone.
And then the arrow goes wide. Bringing us to next in Zisa, you are next to react as this is all going on.
So where did I hear? I heard the warning from Frida. Did Blythe say anything or no? Because right now inside, I do not know what side of the cabin they're on.
Yeah, probably not much more than that, yes.
Okay, then I'm just going to go out the door where Frida is. So everybody in the cabin sees Zisa react on a blink of an eye. She rushes outside, sees this, and Frida, over your shoulder, you will see a clawed hand jut over to your side, and then you see a spectral skeletal hand mimic it and shoot forward and try to grab this one by the neck. Let me target this one, and I will cast Chill Touch.
Okay.
Oof, no animation, and also double fours.
Yeah, definite miss on that one. Okay, anything else on Zisa's turn?
She will step back inside around this corner and look to Herolf and say, "There are two. They are undead."
His eyes go wide, undead.
She'll say 15 feet from Frida, so that he knows if he's going to rush outside where to go.
No problem.
I don't think I need to use an action for him yet. Anyone, right? Everyone okay with that?
Yeah, you can definitely hold off. You, like I said,
Yeah,
you make your choice as time.
Yeah,
the
I
idea is
think
thematically, it's like the he appears where you need him. He has the cinematic moment and then does what he needs.
That's why Zisa let him know where they were. So
he's readying himself. That's definitely true.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, then, Rauda, down to your turn.
She will immediately draw the great axe and very rapidly run towards these
diving
undead.
over Frida in the moment.
Be they like undead or like me dead?
Oh, they definitely look like undead rather than than you did.
Yeah. Then she will bonus action rage. Is it going to work this time?
Oh, there's definitely a rage appeared.
Maybe. No, I still have to manually select the thing. That's fine. And then I will recklessly attack this guy.
Okay.
That's so reckless.
It is so reckless. It's 23 for 17.
17, nice. Whoa! Out of nowhere, you come flying in, and 17 damage off the bat to this guy as it takes it, and then just
dude's still up.
There. This thing is still up.
Uh-oh.
That's fine. Yeah, she's just gonna stay there and hope that they come towards her.
Fair enough. Baldor, next on the turn order list.
Yes, I will walk up, step outside. See this? Turn inside. Oh my god, there are 2 of them out here. Quickly. This might get dire soon.
I already said that as you run by.
Then I will jump to the side, take out one of my hand axes, and throw it at one of them.
Okay, the one over on this side or the one in front of me?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, no problem.
No, yeah, I don't want to accidentally hit
That's okay.
Router, so let's try the other one.
Oh, it's the 12, so a 12 will miss, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Anything else from Baldor, or is he done?
No, that's it.
Okay, fair enough. Hodor, you are next on the turn order.
Okie he is going to unlike everyone else, when it's called out that there's undead, he looks excited and then quickly schools his face into mimicking everyone else around him to looking horrified. He will run out and he will use I'm going to use my spear on this guy, but I have 20-foot range on it, so I'm just going to
go for it.
Cover distance.
You gonna huck it?
Yeah. Well, I don't have to fully huck it. I can just jab it.
Semi-huck.
Yeah. Like a gentle prod from afar.
Yeah, a very gentle prod, yes.
I'm too in awe to actually hit him. I'm just like, this is so cool. But yes, that is.
You got like the Sailor Moon star eyes looking at the undead.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yay, more teeth.
Oh, so many.
Okay, first ones first. Rounder or this new guy that's appeared. So I'm going to give it a shot here. I'm going to roll a d6. And I'm going to say 1 and a 2 will be Hodor, and the others will be Rounder in this case. And I roll a 2. So Hodor, unfortunately, this one is coming to you in the moments.
Okay.
And it's going to attempt to hit you with the battle axe. Let's see how it's going to do. And rolls a natural 1. So that's
nice.
No shot as you go and it swirls under overhead and misses you in the moment. Bringing us to Frida's turn.
Yeah. Okay. First bonus action, Frida will hold where a pendant would be on her neck and say, Thonia, please help us in this fight, and cast Divine Favor on her weapon.
Very nice.
And run up and actually she'll run here and attack the one on Hoda, because she knows that Hoda isn't exactly meant to be up here.
Mm-hmm.
And she knows that Rauda can definitely hold her own in a fight. 23 for 6.
Absolutely. That will definitely
Plus 2 radiant damage.
Plus
And then, why not? Divine Smite on top.
Oh, damn. Okay,
First
yeah,
level.
go for it.
Bit of spice.
And I'm assuming it's undead, so it does the extra
Absolutely.
damage.
So it'll do another 21 on top. Ooh, you definitely got its attention in that.
Oh, I miss paladins.
As this thing is looking at Hodor and then sort of takes all of that damage and then is looking.
Asked
directly
Thonia
at you.
for some help, and then she just unleashes this some holy radiant damage on top of this.
It's 11. It's 11 damage, not 21.
Yeah, I don't know why it's.
Oh, sorry, 11 because it's the other. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I was gonna say that would be
amazing,
extremely huge at level 1.
Okay.
Yeah, why does it do that? Why does it roll? That's weird.
Wow.
Are you doing
Anyway,
double
roll the
damage
extra-
because they're undead?
Yeah, it should just do an extra D8 instead of 3D8 again. You know?
Anyway, right, Router, the one on you. Let's see how it's going to do on that one. So it is going to.
It will have advantage.
It will have advantage, and it's going to give it a go. Let's see how it does. So it would be a 16, or I didn't roll with advantage. So let's do one more roll. So a 16, is that enough to hit or not?
Yes, it is indeed.
Okay.
Is anyone else not seeing the rolls, or just me?
Apologies, yeah, I've got to get it to reveal it. So
Okay.
yeah, on that front,
Alright.
because it's doing the mechanics slightly wrong. But yeah.
Intercept it and reduce the damage by 8.
Oh damn!
So you only take 1
Nice.
damage.
1 damage.
Nice.
It will take the 1 damage.
Brilliant. Okay, that is done. Turn round 1 down. Blythe, round to you.
Okay, so Blythe centers himself a bit.
Yeah.
They already gone. Doesn't matter.
And I mean, when you give things to the sea, they should become serpents or something. 'Cause this is odd that it's undead. That's not normal.
Okay, let's try again. Okay, that's better. And I'll mark it too.
Oh yeah, definitely hit.
So 16 damage.
And 4 on top. Okay. Yep. Takes all of that in the moment.
Apologies, it didn't target as well. Sorry.
That's all right. No worries. And so yeah, that is done. Bringing us to Zeus's turn.
Do either of them look like either really rough, or like really okay?
None of them are looking really rough. Yeah, they're about the same. They're neither of them look like they're perfect, but yeah, none of them looking super rough or anything.
Okay, then I'm going to step outside. I want to diagonally move, but it won't let me.
Of course.
Can I use my Raven to give me advantage?
Yeah, does it have that mechanic in it?
It doesn't have flyby, but I can use it to give me the help action.
Yes.
Yeah, flyby just means it doesn't provoke enough.
Yeah.
Attack, yeah. So
It's a raven, not an owl. So
yeah, fair enough. So it's going to stay around the creature, or is it?
Yeah,
it's
gonna stay here on this one. I don't know if we want to put like an actual raven token that I can move around, but it would fly to here and just pester it.
Can definitely do that. There we go. Easily done. Look.
Flap about, buddy. And Zisa puts her hand. She pulls up her sleeve on her left arm, and you see there's like a jagged mark, and she's going to trace down it. And as she pulls out and across her fingers, it arcs with lightning, and she throws both hands forward, and she's going to cast Witch Bolt on that dude.
Okay.
Through Rowder.
It goes around you. 21.
21. That definitely will hit, and he will be blasted with the blue energy as it lances across. Excellent.
And I am now concentrating on that, and I am maintaining that arc between us. And it's and as it kind of like goes like between everyone, because I'm gonna run over basically closest to Blythe and just get a little further away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's as far as way I can get. The arc travels like actually through some of you, and it doesn't hurt, but it definitely feels weird. But I'm not trying to shock you. So, and then as she brings it forward, she'll continue the arc so that it kind of, I don't know how to describe it.
Seems to be moving around the space.
Yeah, and then the momentum kind of carries it a little further so that it's kind of like wrapping around everyone in like a way that I can't draw on here. But it's not touching anyone. So
no problem.
I'm describing it poorly. But the end result is that I'm concentrating on Witch Bolt on this guy, and I'm just going to keep shocking him to death.
Fair enough. Rounder then, down to you.
Oh, I wonder what she will do. She is going to attack recklessly with the Great Axe. 23 for 8.
Okay, absolutely. That will definitely hit. Barbarian does what a barbarian does. If staying put, then I believe...
I might move to this
spot.
One. So I'm in range of both of them.
Sure, no problem. Baldor, then, round to you.
Okay. So Baldor will take his shield and his battle axe off his back, and he will run up for Luta, and he will sort of like stand like close to it, like in like a battle pose, but without actually attacking, and he's going to take the dodge action.
Oh.
Fair enough. As he will, he will take the dodge.
Again, right next to Frida, who totally knows what you're doing.
Okay, he is officially dodging. Fair enough.
I'm distracting them. This is useful.
Fair enough.
I love it.
Hodor, round to you. As this one misses you with the blade, Frida comes diving in to save you, and your brother goes wandering off on one of the other areas and sort of does a little jig from your point of view.
Yeah, Hoda's gonna just like hold his spear down, knock it so that he's holding near the top, so that he can just kind of stab down with the spear.
Okay, go for it. 16, I believe, is no, it's not enough.
What the heck is this thing?
Oh man, I'm sorry. Yeah. You are just you strike true, but you're like, oh shit. In the moment, if that is that.
Hoda's more excited by the fact he can't kill this thing. He thinks it's so cool, and he can't really hide the excitement in his face at this point, I don't think.
Fair enough. Okay, next on the list is the first one is going to you'd be wheeling around, and it's going to attack Frida with the battle axe. Let's see how it's going to do in the moment. An 18. I'm assuming that's going to be pretty good.
For just my armor class. Yeah.
Fair enough. For 12 slashing as this one comes through. That is done, bringing us actually to Frida's turn.
Yeah. She will once again just battle axe it. I'll try to anyway.
20. Go ahead.
Divine something or other concentration.
Yes. Oh yes, I do have to roll concentration. You're right.
What, it's just a 10, right? Because you only had
Yeah.
Concentration is a con save, right? Okay.
Thank you, Drew. That's much appreciated. Yeah,
You're
you're fine, but
fine.
it's all good.
Okay, so 8 damage plus 2 radiant damage.
Plus 2 radiant
On this one.
top. Okay, it will take all of that. That is Frida done, I guess. Not moving, I'm assuming. Staying put.
No.
So this one will be on Router then. As this is going to be attacking
At advantage.
at advantage. Yeah, so let's roll that twice and see which one it gets. A 15 or a 9, so a 15 enough to hit or not?
Oh, yes, it is.
Okay, so in this case, 9 slashing damage this time as this one will get through.
Reduced.
Yeah, I will also intervene again because I can.
Fair enough.
It's just
No,
every
Okay, 2. So I take 1 damage.
one again.
fair enough.
Because the other one is on me, so I don't need to-
do. Yes, this is what you guys do.
Don't need to worry about that.
Blythe, round to you.
Okay, so I'm going to try and attack this one again. I'll target it this time for you.
Mm-hmm.
13. Issa.
See, Issa got in your way in the moment.
Issa. Issa, sorry. I just sort of like nip my bow on the wrong place and just shoot wide.
Okay, fair enough. Bringing us.
Sorry, Issa, it's not your fault. It's just mine.
I know. Shoot better.
I will. Thank you. Thank you for your encouraging words.
Get good.
Bringing us.
Blythe just takes that as encouragement.
God,
So there's an arc of lightning between my comrades, one of the other zombies, and the other undead. And Zisa, what she does to get the strand away from everyone and only hit the target is she kind of bounces her hand up, and as she does, there's like a ripple effect with this streak of lightning, so that as soon as it's no longer touching anyone else, that's when she's gonna send another shock of the witch bolt through it.
Okay.
Which it does not need to be a roll, it's just damage. So 11 more lightning damage.
Another 11 damage. Very nice.
And we will say that my familiar gives the help action to... Who's coming up next? Frida, I think?
Router, Baldor, Frida,
Router.
Router, okay, so then...
I've got advantage anyway.
I mean, you don't have to attack Reckless unless you're choosing to attack Reckless all the time, which I respect.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Why not?
Because I've made the character choice of my barbarian never not attacking Reckless regardless of anything. If that's you, then I respect that. If not, then the help action would go to you.
Okay.
She will be attacking recklessly.
Okay, there you go. So then help action to the next melee attack that goes against this. The bird just...
Baldor would be technically the next.
Yeah, Baldor would love that.
We'll see how they play that.
she wouldn't know that he's...
Not doing
I
this.
don't know if Ziza has clocked Baldor's lack of involvement yet.
Well,
So-
maybe this will be the moment. But Router, you
Yeah,
are officially. Yeah, you're going to be officially next. If unless you're moving Zisa or you're staying put.
No, she's fine where she is.
No problem. No problem. Okay, next Router. Yeah, it is round to you.
Great axe. Recklessly, 23 for 12.
23 for
Well,
12.
again, you're getting the help action, right? Or no?
No.
No, okay. So that you are that person. Okay, cool.
Okay, so that is officially done, and obviously staying put where you are.
I am
brings
indeed.
us officially to Baldor's turn.
Yes. So this guy seems to be firmly has his attention locked on
Seems to be. I'm
on the
Router at the
router,
moment.
right? Okay, I will maneuver so that I am like exactly in his back,
Mhm.
so he does not like see me, does not clock me,
Mm-hmm.
or at least is not able to defend against me. And then, like very carefully, I will try to attack. Can I voluntarily take this at disadvantage? Because
Absolutely you
I'm
can.
so careful about doing this.
100%. You can take it at
Is
disadvantage.
anybody using the help action from my bird or no?
I will.
No.
Eventually.
Okay, fine. Then Frida can have it. Whatever.
Yeah, so disadvantage, Seb, you can definitely do that. Definitely do the thing.
Oh,
Didn't need it.
So yes, Baldor takes a small attack. It looks very timid in the moment as he tries.
You just get a side eye from Rauda, like, what are you doing?
Meanwhile,
what?
then,
I am
everyone-
attacking. I am helping.
Everyone's starting to smell your bullshit.
Hodor, round to you.
Again, Hoda's just gonna keep trying to stab this damn thing. Just Hoda's just happy he's in the presence of it. He doesn't
That's
need
okay.
anything else.
Well, I'll give you the hint. How about having Hrolf take a companion action and throwing out a hit here?
I think I'll have Hrolf do it. He probably has seen me try like several times and has just probably gone like, yeah. So yeah, I'll if everyone's okay with it, I will Hrolf my moment.
Okay, and let's see how he does on that attack. Let's see. He's going to go in with the Warhammer, 1 attack. So let's see what his attack's like. And he rolls a 19, so he will hit. And
James,
we'll
we
do
can't see.
7.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. I have to reveal it afterwards. So yeah, he will catch and hit, taking damage out of it on that one, coming across the side of you, Hoda, in the moment. That is officially done. Next on the list is first of these raiders, and this will be after Frida in the moment. You do not have maximum hit points, so this is now officially at advantage. And incoming. And a 20 to hit will be the actual number. For 6 slashing damage.
Yep.
And that is officially done. Bringing us to Frida's turn.
Yep. That's cool. I will just attack this one in front of me.
No problem.
With an advantage with the bird. 18.
18 definitely
God.
hits.
Yay! Using the
Another
bird.
11 slashing damage.
11 plus 2. Oh, 11 plus 2. But I need to just save quickly for that too. Take more damage. Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, for the extra 2 on top. Yeah, this thing is definitely starting to look very worse for wear now as this is going. So that one is getting there in the moment. Next on the list is Rauda's one. Let's see how that's going to do. Are you max hit points, Drew, or you are
I'm
not?
not, no.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. It would have advantage against you anyway,
Yeah.
but it will try with the battle axe and see how it's going to do. 1 and 2, just see on that front. So with advantage, it crits. So 6 plus 5. And then I imagine, can Frida do anything to bring that down? Or?
Yeah. It's very stupid.
Oh.
It's 3 down.
Fair
And
enough.
it's halved again, so it doesn't really
Yeah.
work.
That's fair enough. So yeah, so that will all
That'll
take
be
place
4.
on that front. So yeah, you guys are seeing these two, Frida and Rauda, like taking some very heavy hits, and from all of this is all going on. But they're full on raiders in their
Somehow
thing.
Frida is getting pummeled, but she's still protecting Rauda at the same time.
Somehow managing to pull.
Rauda
off
has
by-
taken some hits, doesn't even notice.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably still has the arrow from her last fight in her shoulder somewhere.
Nice.
Fair enough. Blythe, round to you.
Okay, Blythe's going to take a position and potentially attack it. 4 again! What is going on with the rolls tonight?
Oh,
Every bloody...
Oh man, you're gonna have to
I got
change the
one
dice. You
good
gotta change the
roll.
dice. You gotta change the dice at some point. You
nice.
change
Make
the
it
Where's
dice.
my help action? Give me a
Make
help
Rolling with
action.
2 dice. That's what it
Make
is.
them gray instead.
Yeah, 2 dice and you'll be fine.
Ah, well, these
I don't
are
believe
anyway.
you.
Yes, in the meantime.
Just try it. Just try it once for experimentation.
I'm going to change the dice.
Zisa is going to, again, very swiftly, Naruto run, leaning forward very swiftly, run to here and get to the top of the stairs. She assumes that Blythe is too distracted by her magic to shoot correctly, so she thinks maybe going over here will make him better. And as she...
Yeah, sorry. As you run past her, you do see Sita is there sort of looking on, and she is kind of like just looking at these two undead, like very cold, clocking them in the moment.
Okay. And so I rush past her, and then when I get to there, I will again let a jolt of electricity into this one down there. Just the damage, full 12.
Full 12, very nice. Okay.
And the bird, which one have you been shooting at, Blythe?
This closest one.
Okay, the bird is going to move to here and give the help action. Technically, it disengaged from this one, so if it wants to take a swipe, if it chooses to, it can.
Yeah, it would use its reaction up. Let's see how it does. Does a 10 hit? I'm assuming that might hit. Oh, no, it misses. There you go. Done.
Yeah.
Done. The raven dodges out the way as
so
that goes
as Zisa was running with her arms back, like with her robe kind of flapping behind her, the bird flew in the opposite direction with its wings tucked in so that it could just zoom until it got to that spot and then just, on top of this dude. And I'm going to go ahead, since it's a new round, I'm going to use one of Horolf's actions to smash this one.
Okay, no problem.
If everyone's okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Okay.
Why not? This is what it's for. Right, he's going to use the Warhammer again. See how he does.
Horolf gets that help action then.
Horolf can take the
next
help
attack.
action. Yeah.
Oh, sure. Okay, that works then. Yeah, that is actually
It's
something.
okay. Statistically, I must hit next round. I mean, come on.
You jinxed yourself now, though.
On that one. Hey, you turned a fail into a 22 for 4.
Nice.
Okay, so that is done. Right, yep. So Zisa, you are out. Bringing us back round to Rowder.
Yeah. 16 for 16?
16 misses, unfortunately.
Oh.
Just slightly off.
Boo. Well,
AC of
that's my
17.
turn.
Okay. Baldor. You see Rowder miss, and then, he's facing away from you. What do you do?
You also know this guy used his reaction to attack the bird, so if you want to run away without getting hit, now would be the time.
Actually, can I, from the back, instead of, trying to really hurt him, can I try to, trip him up and, shove him prone?
Yeah, sure. You can make a grapple check, basically. So and we can do
so that's
strength
athletics, right?
But strength
Yeah,
athletics versus
athletics.
Its strength athletics. Let's see how
Actually
it's going
good
to do.
at this.
You say. It's such conviction.
See how it's going to do. 14.
You just massage his shoulders.
It's not quite enough in the moment.
I feel like the way this looks is that you act like you're fighting it, and then you swing your axe, but you just hit it with the flat of your hand, and you push it.
It's not happening in the moment. I'm assuming he's staying put, Seb, or is he moving off?
I'm staying put.
Okay,
Yeah.
no problem. Hodo, thank you.
How rough does Frida look being next to me?
Rough, but she's keeping very stoic. She doesn't show it, but you can clearly see there's huge gashes.
Yeah, Hodo would put a cure wounds on her as his move, if that's the case.
Thanks.
No problem, bub.
And she would appreciate it.
Hodo does not go, no problem, bub, because I feel that's very out of character.
Fair enough.
I don't
6
even
healing.
think you would see him do it. It would be a very subtle. You just feel like a light touch, and and well, first of all you hear a slight crack where he cracks one of his finger bones to activate it, and then you'll just feel a light touch. But again, he won't make eye contact with you when he does it. That's too.
Rita like shivers as if like when somebody
cold.
walks over your grave, like that sort of thing. You just like,
yeah.
But you regain
feel
the
better.
6. Yeah, you do regain the 6 in the moment.
Cool.
And is Hodor staying put?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Next one on the list is this guy is going to attempt to attack Frida one more time. You have got damage, so this will be at advantage. First roll was a 16, second roll was a 10, so 16 for your armor class? Not enough, I'm assuming.
Nope.
Okay.
That misses.
That one will miss. Next on the list will be your actual.
Me. Yep. Just she'll take another swing at him. Ooh.
Ooh.
10 will miss. Ooh.
10 will miss. Yes.
Okay.
And she'll stay put.
No problem. Router, this one on yourself. Incoming. Rolling twice. It was an 18 or a 23, so the 23 is the one. For 12 slashing, but with whatever Frida is.
Router's really not the person I should be using this on because she already halves it, but she does not know that.
She does not know. Okay, so that is done. The bottom of the round has gone. We will be back at the top. Blythe, round to you.
Okay, so Blythe.
I'm on Blythe.
Did you change your dice?
Blythe move a bit more over here now. He's now free. He's just out of his peripherals using their magic. Wait!
Hey!
I brightened my dice.
Okay, so there we go
So
for 5.
It's 5 damage, but it's actually an extra bit of damage too.
Oh, fair enough.
Hang on. Okay.
Another 3
another
on
3.
top. Okay, fair enough. Nice. Okay, so that is officially done.
So at least I got something.
Yeah, this one looks very, very worse for wear. As Lisa, it comes around to you.
Zisa pushes her hand forward, and as she does, another bolt of lightning is going to rush through our connection. Only for 4. Ah, too bad it would have been a natural 20. So just 4.
Okay, 4 damage on that one.
And this one is going to continue to flap against here. And can I say that Hrolf uses his assist? Because that's only one of his actions, right?
Yeah, he's got 3 of these companion actions in total, as far as I recall. And I believe that using an attack was 2, and then I believe you can have him give the help action as the other one. Yeah, I can't find it in the list right now, but I know it's in there somewhere. But yeah.
Yeah. So can he assist? But that assists to this one.
Yeah, sure.
So like he kind of runs over here and sees Baldor struggling and see.
Again, this is all cinematic rather than mechanical. But yeah, he will certainly be running around to assist as this is all going on.
I would assume he just sees Baldor shitting the bed so much that he has to step in.
Fair enough. Okay, yeah, ending that one. Router, round to you.
Yeah. 17 for 12.
17 will hit and 12 damage. 1 second. It has 8 hit points, so you will be at that point. So we have Undead Fortitude will kick in. So we have 12 plus
zombies.
5. So I have to roll above 17, I think, on this one, because that's pretty good on that one. So this has got a good chance of bringing him down. Let's have a look. Oof. I rolled a 19 on that one. Okay, right. So that is done. You see what you think what should have brought it down leaves it just at 1 hit point instead of letting it die. This thing doesn't want to give up. Kind of like something else that happens. Baldor, round to you.
I'm gonna laugh when Baldor kill steals.
I can't wait.
I'm gonna laugh
So,
so hard.
I see it's weak, right?
You see it's
see
on its last legs, but it doesn't die when something happens.
Do it. I
Well-
dare you.
But
Well,
you're
no, no,
also
no.
getting the help action from Rolf too.
Yeah, I'm gonna crush this. I'm
Oh.
taking my battle axe and I'm trying to take the head off
Okay, fair enough. Go for it.
because at this point, yeah, I haven't.
I
used
hope
my
you get
fist.
2 ones.
Oh,
you
that's 60.
Oh.
Oh well.
Why am I rolling so bad now? On Wednesday, I couldn't stop rolling higher.
Oh, you rolled so well on Wednesday.
Oh, never mind. So I'm assuming he's staying put. And Hodor,
Yeah.
around to your turn.
Now that I kind of did my good deed for the day, I'm just gonna again stab.
Not what a 13. No, Hodor is
No.
not able to pull it off.
These two brothers are not going
Yeah.
down well in Frida's books.
The thing is, though, you can see the effort that Hoda's putting
Yeah,
in.
he's at least
He
trying
is
as well.
trying.
Why is Hodor spearing everything anyway? Are you a
Wait,
magic boy?
You
And
guys
that-
don't know that.
And
No.
that would have used the advantage that the bird was giving you too. So the 15 is what you would have rolled, but
Yeah,
still would have missed.
Still not
missed.
helpful.
Okay. Next one comes round. Frida. Battle axe and an advantage because you have on that front 23 to hit for,
Yep, definitely.
for 12 slashing damage this time.
Yep. And she's still up.
Okay, party pieces. But Frida, it is now officially your turn.
Yeah, even after taking that swing, she's still very optimistic about the fight. But after that, 17 for 12?
17 that will definitely hit for
Oh,
12.
I need to just do a...
And it has 5 hit points left to its name. So Undead Fortitude will kick in.
And then, it doesn't matter, but 2 radiant damage on top of that.
Okay. So it's at that. Right, so we need to do a con save. So the amount of damage will be 14. So we've got to get above 14, 15, 16. Yeah. So we've got to get 19 here. Oof, okay. Let's
I think
I think
Does
you're
it
doing that
say-
backwards.
Sorry, say again?
Isn't
it
Undead Fortitude lower than that? Sorry.
It's sorry, it should be 5 plus the damage. What on this one I believe. Yeah, DC of 5 plus the damage taken is what I've
Oh,
worked.
I apologize. Ow,
I-
beepy.
I thought that didn't kick in if it took radiant damage.
It did take radiant damage. You're absolutely right. So yes, it does not kick in.
Yeah.
Thank you, Drew.
Nice.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah, as the first one will be downed, and in the moment here, and will be dead.
Just completely takes its head off, just with a huge swing.
Yeah, as the radiant
did you
damage
have
is the
to
bit
do
that
that
catches it
one?
through.
Jesus, that's my favourite foe one.
Ah, well. So that is
Yay.
officially done, leaving us the second one. As this is all going on, it will do what it's been doing and will attack Rowder and see how it's going to get on. And this will be an advantage, so it's 2 rolls. But a 12, I'm assuming even a 12 is going to miss against.
That will miss, yes.
No problem. Its turn is officially done. Top of the round, Blythe, round to you.
Okay, so Blythe's gonna have to do some legwork here to get a decent shot.
Mm-hmm.
And will fire his longbow. Hey.
22 for 5 piercing damage. It has 1 hit point to its name. Undead Fortitude has kicked in.
I
Is it?
know, this is what I'm going to
Go ahead.
check my other favorite foe on it as well. Oh, but I can't use it because it's run out. It's not run out. 1 sec.
That's
I'll
all
just
right.
roll it. Yeah, so it's 8 damage.
8 damage total. Okay, 8 damage total. So
18, is it?
yeah. And so let's see how it's going to do. Saves, con save. Okay. It crit on that.
Oh, beefy.
That was
Bravo.
beefy. Okay, so yeah, Blythe is done. Zisa, what can you do in the moment?
I'm gonna electrocute it.
That makes sense.
So it takes 5.
5 damage. Okay, fair enough. And then we will do the save again. Save Constitution. So a 10. It's got to roll a 10. And it went from a crit last time to the exact opposite this time.
Yay.
Amazing.
Yay.
And with that, guys, the last of these undead, the one Frida that you had stabbed with a javelin, as you're turning around, finally seems to end in the moments as this is going on, and you all breathe heavily, but you are freed from combat in the moments as this is all going on, as the undead are finally dealt with.
Well done, men. And women.
And women.
This is the one that I hit with the spear on the ship. How is he alive?
Harolf is sort of using his battle axe to sort of like turn it over, and it's like, the dead are rising. And they're not supposed to rise. They're supposed to be serpents. What's going on?
How did they get here before we did?
Well, we've been trapped indoors for a while because of the storm. Maybe they gave them enough time to catch up.
Yeah, don't need to rest.
If they were truly undead and they were walking the entire time, then the times when we were resting or looking at things, then they could have just continued walking.
Does this one look familiar to anyone? Or is he just another dead came out of the sea? Like,
This is one of the this is one of the ones I put in the water back at the coast.
Yeah, both War Clan people have risen from the dead and made their way up here to attack the party one more time. As unnatural as that is.
Can I do an Arcana check on them rising from the dead? And is it cheeky to say, could I have advantage? Because technically Hoda can do this magic, but he hasn't done it.
Yeah, absolutely you can. No
Cool.
problem.
Nice. It doesn't matter because I'm rolling horseshit.
No, fair enough. I mean, the only things you are aware of, you know that there is magic that allows for it to happen, and you know, you are aware that you can do it. But Harolf kind of takes a few moments and does a little prayer to Hel, the goddess of death, and takes a few moments and is muttering some words to her as this is all going on. He seems very taken aback as this is going on. But yeah, anyone that's nearby and listening, he's basically asking that they enter the Hell's underworld and become hers, never to come back. Is what he's basically sort of muttering. It's an old trick on that front, but he's very shook by seeing raiders coming back from the dead. If that makes sense, that's not exactly what's supposed to happen.
Can I do a check to see if they have the same rune that I have tattooed on?
You can definitely do a check of the go over the bodies and do that check. No problem.
Just to make sure it's not the same curse.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like me to roll?
You can just do an investigation check or a perception. One of those is probably the best. It's not going to be medicine in this case, really. So.
Nice.
On that one. Yeah, you do a pretty damn good check, and you're fairly convinced that they don't have the same markings as you. So they're definitely not cursed in the way that you were cursed, if that makes sense, as far as that's all going on.
Do I know any legend or anything from my past that would suggest why the serpent hasn't taken these souls.
Well, there is one person that normally raises people from the dead or can do any of that kind of thing, and that is Hell. She's usually that's her domain. If she decides to take them on or not, it's
So
certainly
you
a thing.
worship Hell. So
You
would,
do.
I do.
Would you know if this has happened before?
That's
Yeah.
yes.
It's
There
Who-
are
with your clan?
there are legends, but it's not one of those things. But you deal in legends in general. Yeah, I mean you're almost one yourself. But yeah, it's kind of like
Such a
it's
legend.
like the Dead Rising. The first things that come to mind are really is that one of the signs that Ragnarok is coming is the Dead Rising. So it's kind of or it kind of fits in your mind that this is starting to happen.
James, can I investigate the bodies to see if they actually came from the water?
Yeah, absolutely, no problem. Yeah, you
Okay.
can make an investigation check with your special with your supplies, etc. Because you can use your alchemist stuff. I think this will make sense.
Oh, sure. Okay, thank you. Because while I'm doing this, I would also like to see if maybe they have any like remnants of the sea on them. Essentially, I'm looking for an alchemical ingredient.
Okay.
You can let me know if I find it or not with
Yeah,
whatever I roll.
see how good your roll is, and then we'll see.
Okay.
Oh, 21. Okay.
21.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, you definitely there are remnants enough that you know that these have been dealing with salt water.
Okay.
It's obviously been dried, and there's salts and things a little bit on them. So I'm going to give you a. Can you give me a percentile die? And I'm going to say there is you need to get above an 80 for them
Fair.
to have some sort of assault on them.
You are a kind and benevolent DM.
Well, it's interesting then. 68.
Close, but no cigar.
Not this time. Not this time.
Okay. But Zisa will stand and say, the damage on the skin and what clothing they have left is from seawater. They were in the water. Not for long, but long enough. I believe these are actually the raiders that we defeated.
Hoda's gonna pluck his teeth and then say, we need to burn these. I think that was the problem before.
No,
There's no vessel
you
to bring
don't. You
back.
don't burn them. We can't risk them ending up in Valhalla. There's no way these people will be going to heaven.
What if we only burn part of them? We burn their legs and arms so that they cannot rise again.
Or their
Hmm.
heads.
Or we simply remove them.
We leave their heads and their hearts intact so that even if they do awake, they are no harm to anyone.
Yeah,
I have already removed a head.
I can deal with that. As long as they've got no heads, they're not going to. There's no one's going to be coming for them. I'm with you.
Rauda will just put her foot on the one in front of her and just squeeze down slowly until it pops.
Oof. So yeah, you guys burn some body parts, leave others, but yeah, you definitely deal with the problem. And
Frida will definitely take a seat on the stairs, thank Thonia, and she will also heal herself just in case. For 10 HP. I'm
James,
gonna
did
use
you
all
open
that.
those doors or did they magically open by themselves?
I did.
Okay.
freaking everybody out in the moment. So yeah, no, Frida, yeah, you definitely take a moment and see that sort of comes up beside you and says, "You're very strong. You fought well, kind of like the other one in the Cape."
Yes, it would seem most of us are well versed in fighting.
Yeah, but you magical too, aren't you? You're not a wizard as well, are you? Oh.
No, I wouldn't say it's magical. It's more of a blessing from the divine than anything.
Ah, from the gods. Okay, I see. And she sort of takes it in. She's sort of understanding as this is all going on. Okay,
As if-
so yeah, is there anything else that anyone needs or does? You will be able to get to another evening will be able to be had, and I'm assuming you guys camp here for the night before moving on the next day.
Blythe will say a prayer to Hell over the bodies as well. Just to ask why and don't bring them back again, sort of thing. Not so much out loud or anything. He's just
No, but he just seems to be he's thinking it through as this is going on.
Zisa's gonna recall her raven back to her shoulder, and as she stands next to Hodor, look at him and just say, "You fight poorly."
Yeah.
Yes, tell her.
You
Tell
should
him.
use your magic in combat instead. You would be much more effective.
It's not that good when there's too many people around. Try not to hit everyone else.
You should get better. As of now, you are more of a liability.
I can agree with that. Yes. And like he looks deeply ashamed and like very upset, but
Yes.
he's respecting everything you're saying.
Yes, your brother has the opposite issue. He seems very capable, but less desirable to actually engage in combat. I think he might be a coward.
No, he for sure is. You just hear Frida in the background, just with like wounds, just holding him, just laying on the stairs, just like...
You hear a very sarcastic "ha" from Rava.
You are not a coward. It would seem your heart is in the right place, but it does not match the strength of your arm. You should play to your strengths.
I will endeavor to do that in the future. Thank you for your constructive criticism.
As you say. And then Zisa just walks off.
Fair enough.
Like,
I am
Hodor's
not a coward, you know.
Yes, you are.
You already said that as she walked away.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, is there anything else?
I would do what I was originally going to do. I was going to go to where the bodies were put as in a burial, and just use divine sense to see if anything around it was divine in nature, to see if it was actually sort of like a burial to a god or a sacrifice even.
Yeah, no, it seems it is plain, and yeah, all of the evils of around have seemed to have passed. So yeah, no, you feel more comfortable. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. And I'll say a prayer to Thonia as I leave, just thanking him for the help in the battle.
Fair enough. Okay, well, I guess we get to the point. Everyone will be able to long rest for another day, as we have a scene of more trudging through the landscape. Will be upon us as we'll be moving on.
Can I say that I ritual cast detect magic and just did a lap around the cabin just to see if anything?
Absolutely, you
Yeah.
definitely can. Yeah, no problem.
I rolled a natural 20 on my sleep check. That's not.
Oh dear. Well.
At least I don't get bad dreams.
Fair enough. Yes. Yeah. And nice to not have a dream night like that. Baldor, that doesn't ever change for you. Unfortunately, every night you seem to be, this guy keeps mocking you, keeps taking you through your paces, and basically beating you up on a very regular basis.
James,
Yes,
James
you again.
can Zisa feed?
Absolutely, yeah, definitely during this night on that one. Who would she pick in this particular case?
Again, I'm gonna roll an insight on my watch to see if anybody looks as if they are dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she realized rapid eye movement before anybody knew what rapid eye movement was.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's a sign.
Yeah.
It's definitely
So, the 10.
a 10 on this one. Yeah, You're not totally sure on a few of them. The only one that seems obvious is Baldor that night.
Then Zisa would like to stealth up to him and see if I can't do something about that. 12.
Ooh, what's the passive here?
On me, I think it's 14.
Oh damn! Okay, so you're getting the. I think you should play it as something like you're having the crap beaten out of you in this dreams like state, Baldor, and then suddenly, you're startled in the moment, and Zisa is just like, yeah, you bet you this figure's over you in the moment as you're just angry, and yeah, what happens?
So
Zisa's very close to you.
So as I'm up, can I like try to wiggle my feet under and like hoist you up and over? So I like throw you back, basically.
Yeah. You can do a move, do a
That
grapple.
sounds like a contested grapple, right?
Yeah, go for it.
Zisa's not good at this.
Athletics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For the people at home that don't see this, I just mimicked it in my chair, and it's oh
And
god,
now we're
Amazing.
playing it out.
Oh my god.
You were just like in the moment doing a move, and it completely collapses, and Zisa is just literally on top of you, and you're startled in the moment.
You react. Okay, go ahead.
There are other ways of coming onto me,
Zisa's hand, she has her fingers like in the tip, like right underneath where your jaw and your neck meet, so it's a pressure point, and you feel like a cool. It's like falling asleep, but it's a very unnatural falling asleep, and you can't tell that basically her hand's got a skeletal thing around it as you grabbed her, and she just says, "That is not what I was doing."
I mean, can you get off of me?
Yes. And she stands up. And then just goes back to where she was keeping watch and goes to keep watch.
Wait, what were you doing?
Magic.
Can you
I don't believe
please-
you would I don't believe you would understand what I was trying to do. You were not versed in the arcane ways.
Well, that is true. I also don't quite appreciate it doing that while I sleep.
I don't care.
You're very forward. I do not know how to deal with this.
That sounds like a you problem. And then I just go back to keeping watch.
James, if you kill Zisa, I will be personally offended. It's not even my character, but I will be personally offended if you kill.
We would all die for Zisa, I think.
It would be mutiny.
Fair enough. Well, we'll see what
as
stories the
Baldor
dice
goes-
want to tell. Yes.
As Baldor goes to sleep, he thinks that was weirdly hot, and then just falls asleep.
No.
Amazing.
There you go. The dice tell stories. They give us and they take us
Saucy.
away. Fair enough. Okay, so yes, another night will pass, and we will come to a quick couple of last scenes as you guys set out from this outpost of the undead the next day, making your way to the first time you actually get to eventually seeing parts of the river. You find a sort of a slightly shallower area as you're going. Sort of, it seems like one way will lead up towards nowhere in the town. You know, the other way leads out to the Serpent Sea, where a lot of you have spent a lot of your time. But first things first, to the town. My question really is as you guys sort of are looking around and looking at this sort of section of the river, you guys do see some sort of a wooden structure or something on the other side of the bank, if that makes sense. It's a bit far off in distance across the river, but you could in theory try to cross here or make your way further down. Either or would be true. Can Jamie, I believe Blythe can make a nature check in this case if that's doable.
Okay. I'm not very good at nature though.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough.
I do survival.
Yeah, you can go for a survival then if you want. It's more of a what's going on with a certain stuff over on the other side.
Yeah, Jamie, roll for stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Animal handling check.
You're not sure what this structure is on the other side of the river.
Oh, don't know what that is.
Would someone who is proficient in nature know?
You can, Jess. You can make a roll. Yeah, why not?
I'm also proficient in nature, but I don't know if I have the right background. If you want me to roll for it or not.
I think because of the Hoda's nature one, I'll let him do it. But yeah, no, nothing comes to mind as this is all going on. So yeah, I suppose the question is, are you going to try? Are you going to try a risky crossing here and go and check this out and then make your way up to town, or do you think you guys would leave this and move on?
If anybody expresses interest in this structure, I can send my raven to go look at it.
Hoda won't say anything, but he will just be like looking at it for a long time. So if someone can pick up on that as like a social cue, then yes. But he won't openly say, "I would like to see what that is."
This may surprise you. Zeus is not good with social cues.
I gathered. I feel like I've gathered evidence enough for that. Yeah.
Frida would definitely want to know what's in it. It could have supplies for our journey because we again don't know how long this is going to be. So she would look at it as more of a survival perspective than intrigue. So if you do want to send your bird over, she would definitely ask for it.
No
That
problem.
sounds really misogynistic. I know it isn't, but it just like the sound of it. Oh, I send your bird over. It's all right.
Oh, no.
I put my hand on Hrolf's shoulder and I go blind and deaf as I send the raven to go look for us.
Okay, no problem. You send the raven over. It flies close to these mounds, etc. Can you make a perception check with it, please?
I would. Would I use the raven's perception?
Yes, I believe you do.
I do not know what that is.
Ah, but I do. Let me do it for you. One sec.
Do I have access to a raven sheet or no?
No, not yet. But we will change that. We will change that on that one. So let's go for skills and see what we got in here. It rolled a natural one on that front. So nothing really stands out very much. The only thing you will get, Conrad, for definite, or Zisa will be that this is made up of mostly natural logs. Fair few of them. They seem to be sort of broken and chopped down or moved, but not much else as it sort of goes around this pile of debris that seems to be piled up into a mound of some description.
Okay. Lisa just says it's made of logs. I cannot tell if it's man-made or otherwise.
Oh, it definitely doesn't look like a man-made thing on that front, and it looks like there's a lot of big logs involved in it, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's hard to say if there's a structure underneath that's collapsed or something like that, but you're not sure about that, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yes, she says that.
Mm-hmm. So what are we thinking? Are you guys going to attempt to cross, or are you moving on? Is all I need to know.
Frida would opt to cross, but she would not be offended if we didn't go to look at it.
I think it's worth checking out.
Oh, okay. I'll give
it
you
is
the hand
peculiar.
here of giving you the map to help you understand.
I see.
Oh.
So yeah, you definitely have to.
It's not something you come upon every day.
No, certainly not something along those lines. It's certainly different, but yeah, it was certainly but it would take a fair bit of swimming / crossing to get there, but it would be doable.
Is the river like fast moving or is it quite slow?
It's not too bad. Yeah, it's got a bit of pace to it, but nothing like that you feel like you're going to be dragged off on, if that makes sense. It would be reasonable to cross in that respect.
I mean, if nobody's opposed to it, then Frida would just start walking through the water towards it.
Frida, I would not wear your clothes into the water. You would freeze to death when you get out.
That is true.
Yeah, Blade has a point, and Baldor will start undressing.
Yes,
Sure,
that's
sure.
exactly what you should do. Is correct what he's doing.
Zisa will walk to the edge of the water, and then she will take her hand and she will just kind of hover it in a circle, and then the circle gets wider, and the circle gets wider and wider until I cast Floating Disc.
Oh,
And then
okay.
I step on this, and I say, "This could hold roughly 2 to 3 more of us, if anybody is not equipped to swim like myself. I suggest Hoder, you might be one to share this with me, and also
Thank
the
you.
child."
How does it propel forwards?
It would follow me if I were to walk, but since I'm not walking, we would need somebody to pull us. But it does not weigh much. But those in the water can swim across and tow.
But if you can keep my clothes dry, I don't mind pulling you across.
I can also help pull.
You can set your clothes on the disc with us. Between the clothing, myself, Hoder, and the child, it should be enough.
Yes, I will help too, please.
Rolf, you can do the same.
Okay, yeah, no.
Are you sure you don't want to get on the disc, Baldor? It looks like a dangerous river.
I don't believe it would hold his bulk along with ours. He is rather heavy looking.
Oh, stop it, you.
I would say that Boulder is dense.
I would also
I would also say yes.
Yeah, apt description.
Okay, so if most are doffing their equipment and getting ready to swim, I suppose is the main thing.
James sounds like, oh, so everyone's doffing their armor? Okay.
Mechanically, DMs need to know these things.
yeah, otherwise we risk dying of just normal rubbish death of the other side.
That's true. That's true.
Real life deaths instead of, going down in a blaze of glory deaths.
Yeah, it's only 3 feet in diameter, so it's a very tight fit. I would imagine that the girl sits on like Hoder's lap or something.
Sure. Yeah. No, that's easily easy
And
enough.
we all kind of tie ourselves together.
And what beasts of unlife are you going to unleash on us, James? That's
Oh.
the question.
Shall I go first, just in case any bosses do spawn? Because I don't wear armor, and I can't die. So
Yes, go ahead. And well, me and Blythe are pulling the thing, and I'm sure Baldor is slowly pushing it behind us.
Okay, so yeah, you guys start to swim across. Some of you helping to pull the disc as this is all going on.
I
That's no
just
problem.
want to say, Baldor is not unhelpful. He's just a little bit of a coward.
Tomato,
Hodor is on the disc. Who's on the?
Yeah,
who's actually
yeah.
on the disc? Yeah, you're on that. No problem. No problem. So yeah, as you guys get across, Rowder, unfortunately, you're the first to be dealing
surprise, surprise.
Oh my god.
as the crocodiles that are actually nesting here are going to be coming up in the moment. So sorry, let me give you a little.
Oh
bit
well,
of
at
space.
least Rowder can't die.
Okay,
Rowder
right.
can die, it'll just come back.
1 second.
I imagine I've moved my space there, James. It
Yeah,
just
yeah,
seems
you
to
can
be
definitely
stuck.
move a little bit further. Yeah, you would definitely be swimming further forward, wouldn't you? On that front.
Yeah,
The
she may
discs
come
would
back
be behind.
post digestion, which is not going to be fun.
Yeah, and then the girl would be like right here with us or something.
Yeah. So
Yeah, yeah.
thematically, obviously they're cinematically where they need to be.
Okay.
That's going to be no problem. Okay, guys. So we can.
How deep is this river, James? Are we able to stand, or is
Absolutely not. You cannot stand what at
Oh,
all. You
great.
are 100% swimming as this is going on.
Well, we need to get to the other side and then fight.
As
Swim
this
speed is
going
half.
on.
Swim speed is half plus another half because we're dragging something.
No, but it's not
The
really
next
though. That
speed
floating
stays
disc
there.
weighs nothing, does it?
Yeah, it's-
to us?
it's-
Yeah,
very-
it,
very,
it's
very light.
legitimately meant to hold a lot of weight and
Right. Okay.
basically just hover.
Okay, so everyone, yeah, you guys can roll in for the combat, and we will see
Oh,
how this is going to
God.
play out.
Ooh, rolled very poorly for me.
Bring these guys over as well.
A Gabby crocodile.
What, a
This
crocodile?
entire campaign I've rolled so bad in the turn order.
Hold on, you need to
I
roll
roll
in as
good in
well,
the
if
turn
that's
order.
okay, Jess.
Oh, sorry. I thought I clicked it. I realized I didn't.
That's
click
okay.
it.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay, right. We can change up the music a little bit, and we can go for the last set piece of the evening. So, right.
Oh, sorry. Have we long rested since the last fight?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
absolutely
I
100% have. Yeah, this is days and days of travel in between. As this is going
And we don't have our weapons or armor.
They're on the disc. Yeah.
I mean, I never said I took weapons. I said I took clothes. If you want to,
Yeah,
If you
gotta-
want to swim with a staff, I mean,
yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
swimming
tell
with a
me.
battle axe is not how I want to go.
Fair. Okay, so Baldor, you are the first to spot the problem, which turns out to be the nostrils of crocodiles coming up above the surface.
Can I swim up, say, careful crocodiles, grab Router and sort of like pull her away?
Sure, you can start moving it on that one, and so half of a half, I suppose, in speed.
Yeah, so that would get me to here and her like 1 feet back.
Okay.
She's like struggling against you, like, no, let me at them.
But yeah, that is Baldor's turn. Blythe, you are next in the turn order.
okay. Blythe is going to cast Entangle on
Ooh, that sounds good.
fun.
this area here. So they need to make a strength DC 13 or they are restrained.
That is going to be very good if you can pull it off. 1 and 2. So 10 and 11.
They're both
Oh.
restrained.
Both
Amazing.
restrained. That
Let's just
is
go
awesome.
right around him.
There we go, and then I'll use the rest of my action to go the 15 feet I can.
Oh, we're going that way. I thought we were.
Well,
just
no, I'm going
back.
around. I'm going around the. I don't know. Are we? What are we doing?
No,
up to you guys.
it's up to you. You made the decision in the moment.
We're already halfway across.
Commit.
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 Come
You're
here.
not going to drag a kid into a fight with a crocodile in water, right?
I mean, it's floating above the water. I think that kid's fine.
I mean, we go wherever you go eventually. So
Yes, that is fair. So, okay, so you're starting to make your way across that way. The speed is 0 on these guys, so it will, on its turn, it will attempt to break out. So it's got to make I'm assuming it's another strength save on that one.
Yep. It's action to do it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And another 9 will be held. So that's gonna play out well for you guys. Router, round to you.
She's gonna. She has no idea. She's just gonna swim into this area. She's going to bonus action rage and punch something.
Fair enough.
Keep them distracted.
Oh,
Punching
boy.
on a crocodile.
Watch the brambles.
Do they do damage? Do they do damage? Oh no, it's when you cast. Okay, she's fine.
Trying to cast.
Chill. Unarmed hit. Ooh, double 20!
Oh wow!
What? How? Oh wow, there you go. You watch as Rauda literally punches the bejesus out of the nose of a crocodile in the moment.
Yeah,
Damn.
It goes to bite and she just thumps it on the nose. It's like, not today.
Not today. Not today.
The crit is 0. That's so sad.
Wow.
Mm,
Okay.
Yeah, it only doubles dice, huh?
yeah.
Okay. Hoda, then round to you as you've just witnessed that in the moment.
Okay, my plan was going to be entangle, but I don't know what to do now. I'm
Double
dead.
it up. But you can't cast spells, remember?
Oof.
Oh yeah.
I told him to, so we'll see.
Literally all I could do is make the water slightly unpleasantly warm for them. I don't.
Gross.
By peeing?
From this distance, what an impressive
plan.
stream,
Be in the
to be
water.
sure. I was gonna druidcraft. I guess I'll hold. Yeah, I can't do anything because I'm on this disc. I'll hold an action to stab it if any of them come anywhere near our little disc.
Okay,
do.
no problem. Creepy crocodile. Let's see how he's going to do. Strength save. Check save. 1 second. So let's see. And this one will crit. So this one will be freed, but it has had to use its action to make that happen. So that is officially done. Then it will be able to move to Rauda. Okay, and that is done. Frida, round to you.
Okay. Frida will shout to Baldor and Rauda. Get to the ground. We can't fight in this water. And she'll move with the disc in her hand.
Okay.
I half speed, and then I dash as well as an action, I guess. So
okay, no problem. Dragging the others behind you on the disc. No problem.
And then that's it.
Okay. Bringing us to Zisa's turn.
Zisa is going to orient herself towards the crocodiles, and she is going to cast Sleep.
Ooh, very nice.
And she's going to put it right there.
Catching them both. Fair enough.
So 26.
Okay.
Does it put them to sleep?
Okie dokie. Starting with the lowest hit points first.
Yes.
One of them does go to sleep in the moment.
Is it the one that Router punched?
It's the one that Rauda punched. Right. So he took a whack on the nose and then fell asleep in the moment.
And then Zisa will just say, do not attack that one again. I have caused it to slumber.
Okay, that is done. Top of the round.
Not sending my bird in to help because we're just going.
Fair enough, fair enough. Baldor, round to you.
The thing is that since this would be unarmed, I'm actually good at this.
No?
But Baldur just
Everyone, do it. Oh yeah, you're a coward. I forgot.
yeah.
Is he always in his mind? Yeah, what you decide, Seb. How does that play out?
If he attacked in the middle of water and didn't attack the other things, I'm going to be so mad.
Not the right time.
So the most dangerous part about these things are their teeth, right?
100%.
Mm-hmm.
They're all bite.
In that case, I'm gonna try to get on its back, and I'm gonna try to grapple it. But just so I can keep myself away from its teeth.
Okay, you're going to attempt to grapple it, and
does that make sense?
Yeah, you can definitely do that. Yeah, we can do a contested strength and see how it goes.
Beefy.
Let's see what it's going to do. Oh, it rolled a 1, so three total. So you have officially restrained this thing.
And now it's just going to drag you in the water.
It's already restrained.
It wasn't.
No, that one
wasn't restrained.
That one's not restrained.
Oh, it broke free?
Yeah, it broke free.
Okay.
And technically, I could now make a bonus action attack because I am a monk.
There's something in his mind in the moment. Do it.
Yeah, I'll give it a whack.
You harken back to your dream training where your trainer was on your back, pummeling the back of your head.
Gives it a nuggie. He nuggies him. The crocodile.
Oh, my macros don't work for some reason.
Oh.
New macro, who dis?
Yeah, I'll have to change my macro. Yes, it's this one.
13 will hit. Okay.
Oh.
So he climbs on the back of this thing and just a decent hit catches this thing it looks relatively effective for him.
And because I have something, there's something because I have it grappled, but I forget which one it is. This is at the start of my next turn. Then he would also take damage, but that's I knew it was something with grappling, but yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, so with this, he's literally riding the crocodile and hitting it as this is on the Blythe. You're next on the turn.
Okay, I will continue swimming across. Oh, I can't make it. Okay, there's a dash action to there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that would be the same. Never mind, it's fine. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
The dog also comes with me.
Of course, swimming along the side like.
And I would argue right now that the rope that's tied to all of us, attached to this person and this person and this person and this person, are basically it's pulled taut between them.
Yeah, we're just stationary at this point.
Yeah.
I thought it was just me and Frida that were pulling it.
I thought everyone was pulling us.
No.
Yeah, so these two in front of you are. So, but yeah.
Then never mind.
Okay, next on the list. This one's got to attempt to break free again. So we'll see how it's going to do. Checks strength.
It's asleep.
It's asleep. No, sorry, it just snores. Fair enough.
It does a really cute rolls over on its belly. Kicks.
Bringing us to Rounder's turn. Yes.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
It is creepy.
It's also
reptiles can do it. Yeah, I guess I'm just.
Sorry, Rounder first.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm gonna smack it recklessly. Or maybe not.
Not the sleepy
one.
man,
no. You will miss on that one. Okay, Hodo, now it is officially your turn.
Hodo does nothing because he is on a disc and he just waits to be taken to the side.
Okay, fair enough. This one needs to try and break out of the grapple from Baldor here. So let's see how it's going to do. It's going to check, see what it can do with strength against him. This is contested, so it rolls a 15. It's not too shabby, but what can Baldor do in the moment, Seb? It's trying to break out of you.
I just contest, right?
Yeah, it's just contested.
Yeah. God damn it. The thing is still messed up that the drop down goes to above the list, and then athletics is not in the.
Fair enough.
then
So
I need
an
to take
18,
my
you
sheet.
maintain this riding the crocodile in the moment. Frida, round to you.
Yep. She will just. Oh, I'm on the measuring. She will dash with the people on there and put the disc like on the above the ground so they can just jump off.
No problem.
And just look at these two, very confused why they're doing what they're doing.
Amazing.
No problem. Bringing us to Zisa.
Zisa will turn to Hodor and say, "Make yourself useful. Be ready to give Blythe his bow and arrow." And then I will go to here, and you see her thrust forward a hand that is in like a clawed kind of position, and as she does, a spectral hand comes off of that, and I will be casting Chill Touch on the one that is awake.
Okay. Oh, 20 for 7. That will definitely be all good, and that will hit.
So Baldor sees like you're punching this thing, and suddenly a spectral hand brushes past the top of your hand, and it feels very similar to the feeling that was underneath the crook of your neck last night with Zisa. But then you see it goes like directly into this thing's the equivalent of like the crocodile's like pressure point, and it reacts poorly. It doesn't like.
Okay, so that is done. Back to the top of the turn order, and it is officially Baldor's turn.
Baldor has very strange feelings about this. At the start of my turn, it takes 1d4 damage.
Oh, nice.
So 2.
Another 2, okay.
As you bite it.
No, I'm like imagining like somehow my arm is around its neck or something, and it's like, go to sleep, as I have it grappled.
What more does Baldor do?
I guess I'll try to hit it, but it's like, I mean, I have it grappled. Yeah, I'll try to hit it.
Okay. 21 for 6. Okay.
And second attack, right?
No need to second attack, as Baldor will be killing this beastie in the moment as this is all going on.
With his bare hands.
With his bare hands, yeah, absolutely. And with that, I'm going to say, as that one is asleep, I'm going to have it that you guys start to swim across and make your way away from all of this craziness in the water and reconvene on the other side. And it doesn't take you guys long to speculate and realize that you're looking at some sort of creatures, sort of something that has got sharp teeth that has managed to gnaw through wood and has managed to sort of build this sort of structure. You're actually looking at a beaver dam that's being partially constructed in the moment. So unfortunately, a fairly wild natural thing as this is all going on. And yes, disturbing the crocodiles was the.
I thought it was a house that had collapsed.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
So-
these beams in here, they look man-made, right?
Yeah, it's basically collected a bunch of different stuff, but yeah, you definitely think it's something that a creature has tried to make rather than anything else. It's just picked up anything it can use, including wood, which does at least give you the thought. Well, you can't be too far from civilization if there's real planks of wood in here now. So it kind of feels like you must be getting closer and getting to where you need to be.
Is there anything in this dam? Like we could pick through it?
Not a thing. You spend a bit of time going through the beaver dam, but yeah, nothing is there. It is, If you had rolled high enough, you would have known what it was, but alas, the dice decided a different thing.
Nat 1. Sorry, gang.
Absolutely, yeah. You can't help help on that one. But what we will end with here for one last thing is if we go back 1 second. What we have is you wade through for the next part of the period for the last bit is you wading through a number of boggy creeks and small rivers flowing southwards before reaching the first signs of actual civilization on the horizon as this is going on. You can see sturdy rafts sitting on the opposite shore. There also seems to be bunches of different ropes and other buildings, and you can see Viking longships docked out in amongst the docks as this is all going on. Nowhere, the small town sits ahead of you guys, only moments away from you guys for the next session on this one. As the buildings seem to be clustering either side of the river, and a bunch of longships are moored in the center of town. Your guys are starting to move through a little bit of farmland and getting closer as this is going on. But yeah, next time we will be arriving at nowhere, and we will see what will happen there. But well done, everyone.
And we leveled up.
Yeah, we're level 3 now.
No.
And we all
level
get magical
2.
items.
Yeah, James.
You've got till level 16. You'll have time, guys. But yes, but no. Still good. Still good. So well done.
A cloak of billowing, please.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But yeah, well done, everyone. We will we will call it there, and we'll be back for next time. So well done.